and I sent it to Wendy.
Can you tweet it?
No, I need to do that. Hey, Victoria. You got a new face. Have you seen that name before?
I'm getting there.
Victoria Cotton. Welcome. They said first.
Yeah, welcome, girl.
Teresa.
Hey, girls. Hey.
Amber.
This pop-out check.
Punky.
It's amazing.
Marine Mom.
See, now, look. Go on the YouTube side and click under the video at the title and see if you can edit it. Just to see.
All right, go to the YouTube. All I get is add. I can add translation.
Like, to highlight the title, click the letters in the title.
I have to wait till it posts and then I can change it.
Weird. On my computer, I can. Very strange. Very strange.
You're on the YouTube side, like where we're at right now, right? Where the chat is.
Yeah, where the chat is. Hey, Onewen.
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
I can click in it, but it won't do anything. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
And you hear me? I don't mean like there's like the menu.
Hi, Teresa. I see you, baby.
Yeah, I just clicked the actual title where it's at up underneath the box.
Yeah, click the letters.
Yeah, it's not doing anything.
What you want? We're just hanging.
I can highlight it.
Hi, Carrie.
That's it.
Well, that stinks.
Yeah. You want a Mac?
How many of you are learned about us from Dr. Phil-Tt-Onewen? Anybody here?
Hey, Tracy, what you want? Lady, Eris, Judith, the Girls Journey. My bad.
Hi, Girls Journey. Before this kicks off, when you were awesome on Dr. Phil. Thank you, Teresa. You're so sweet. Hi, XSN.
This Girls Journey, welcome.
Girls Journey, you're from Dr. Phil show? Welcome to the crazy town, girl.
Hey, Laura, say something.
Hey.
Turn Onewen down just a bit.
Oh, am I too loud? Sorry, guys.
No, you're fine. I was just trying to make the volume more even.
I can move the mic away from my mouth a little.
Well, that's good right there.
Okay, that's better. Okay.
Now, Laura, say something.
Hey.
Yeah, that's good.
Hey, Fast Bite. Welcome. Welcome.
Has everyone subscribed and hit the bell? And I'm going to link my backup channel so y'all can link to that. At 1,000 subs, I will do a hoodie giveaway, and you can design your own hoodie.
And who doesn't love a hoodie?
I love hoodies so much. I actually really do. Love them.
Right?
Love them, love them. Thank you, Anna. Hi there. Thank you. I appreciate your support, sweetie. Appreciate that. Thank you. I heard about Bless when TT jumped on her car. Yeah, lots of people did. She became famous. I'm not going to do what?
Not like that.
The best line. It's right up there with Sean, you want to get your wife.
Oh my God. Not going to do. Hey, I've told her that a couple of times. That is my favorite.
Of course, what you want. Of course you can.
You just can't talk trash about us. What you want. Be nice.
All right.
I'm not going to do what?
I'm not going to do what? I want a hoodie that says that and one that says, Sean, come get your wife.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
That's what I'm going to design. Design those. Oh, funny.
Yeah. So everyone watching, because of these beautiful women right here, Onewen and what's your name? I'm just kidding, Laura. We have been blessed with all these hours.
I finally hit 100 subs on my backup channel.
Yay! Congratulations, darling.
I can live stream.
Take a seat.
Yes, you sure can.
All right, let me see if I can.
I haven't done any live streaming. I should just do it.
Yeah, it gets
starting to get the bug.
Yeah, I used to be like that on Facebook. I mean, I'd go live twice a day.
Yeah. Yeah, you like that, Kelly? Sit down, Rosa. Sit down, Rosa Parks.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Why won't it let me do that? It won't let me paste the link. That's crazy, isn't it?
Where?
Hi, Judith. Welcome, Judith.
Yeah.
Hi, Lone. The Lone. I can't even say your name. Hi, Lone. I'm glad you're here. I love your name, hon.
That's a new face too. Yeah.
Dude, why?
First time I heard Onewen's name was in Shoot the Shit. Oh, Teresa, I'm sorry, honey. They don't like me very much, my friend.
Me either.
They do not care for me. They do not think I'm very nice. It's okay. Sit down, Rosa. Okay, so we need a hoodie that says that too then.
Sit down, Rosa. But it's not that, you didn't actually say that though. Would you say it was
I said, okay, Rosa Parks. Because
yeah.
she said something that I lie about everything, and I said, okay, Rosa Parks.
Right.
That's really how that happened.
Oh,
Hi, reality check.
Hi, reality check. Hi, Victoria Cotton. Say hi to TT, everyone. She's butthurt again. Oh, God. Is she live? Please say no.
I'm shocked if she's not. Well, we haven't talked about her much tonight.
Nope.
STS is afraid of the truth. Well, I don't know if they're afraid of it. That does need to be on a hoodie. I agree. I don't know if they're afraid of it or they don't understand it. Like they don't see truth in front of their face, kind of like the other one, TT. I do feel like, yes, she is giving Rosa Parks a bad name. I did get a Range Rover. Mine's white. It's really nice.
Go.
It
No, I didn't. Shit in her pants if she saw that.
Right? She's all bent about the skincare.
Right.
I do think that STS does enable her, unfortunately. I mean, that's just my God's honest truth on them. You know, they're not doing her any favors.
Yeah.
They're not doing her. She does. She reads from Google tonight. I did change the channel because, man, was that boring. She read from Google all about Rosa Parks. I guess she's sick of her own speech. So am I. I'm sad that I have it memorized.
I think many of us do.
Yeah. It's pretty bad when I start saying it at the same, when I'm reading it for them or, saying it at the same time she is.
Well, that's so frustrating about her is that
she is a chatty Cathy. Pull the string.
Yeah, exactly. And the new people don't get it yet. But I mean, I think I would love to be a new person again because then you get to relive. Because I mean, let's be honest.
Right.
Although it was a train wreck, it was entertaining at first.
Enjoyable. She is enjoyable.
So yeah, so they're in for a little ride of their life getting to learn it all. But I mean, unfortunately, the new people, there's too many of them for TT to like hone in the way she had, given it was a smaller channel.
Yes.
So now, yeah.
She doesn't quite know what to do with all of this.
Well, hopefully, I was concerned as to whether or not she was going to be real moving forward, like as she has been in the past. But after watching today's, just for 20 minutes, I mean, she's gonna be her old cuckoo self.
She is. So. She is. And I'm still waiting for her. He did own her. I agree. XSN. I'm still waiting for her to decide to do something with her channel. Like she keeps saying, I have a voice, I have a message. Okay, well, what's your message?
All she does is read the comments. I noticed that. What?
Yes, George, that's my name. My name's Wendy. So far, all her messages, I have bipolar. I don't know. I'm hated by everybody. I've got a lot of hate comments. Rosa Parks, and I have bipolar. And this message is brought to you by Cascade and Folger Silk and Shamar Moore. Like that's it.
Brain shame.
Somebody asked her today.
Silence. Secret silence and shame.
Yeah, they're like, you're not speaking about, you're not sharing your message. She blocked them.
Right, exactly. Like you can't tell her anything because then you're blocked. I've been blocked for many, many months. As we all have been, I'm sure. So I'm still waiting to see like if you're really you have the biggest audience you've ever had in your life. Stop wasting it by being boring. Stop reading from Google. That's dumb. If you have a topic, start your live stream and have a topic. Talk about, whatever you want to talk about. And then, hi, George. You saw me on Dr. Phil? Good. I hope you enjoyed the show. I don't know. I'm just waiting to see.
Who George is.
Isn't he one of her friends? I thought he liked her. I don't know.
Yeah.
All she did today was feed off all the negative comments and give a history lesson. I know. That's what she does. She blocked me for saying hi.
Yeah, XSN.
Well, a lot of people, in the chat, they are, realizing that all she does is sit there and read comments. Just read them off, replying to the negative. That's it.
That's it. That's all she does. So again, have a topic, have some content. And all of her content so far has been hurting and dragging other people. But, she can't really do that right now because she's so overwhelmed with all of the, incoming. She says, I have 500 messages on Facebook and I have, thank you, Juice's Joint. I have all these messages. Those are all hate comments. Those can't be good. Hold on a second. Come in. Those can't be good comments. Yeah, it's right over there.
I mean, am I the only one that is so like annoyed with all of her statistics? Like every time she says like how many thumbs up, thumbs down, how many watchers, how many this, how many that.
That's
how many people commit suicide every month, and how many veterans are. I mean, like, whoa, girl.
That's all she does.
You sound like a nut.
It is. She's the chatty Cathy. And when he said that, he hit the nail right on the head. I mean, that's it. He pulled a string and she spits out, the same thing over and over. So hope, maybe there's hope for her. She can absolutely have a channel. I've never said she couldn't have a channel. I'd love to see her, she really wants to use it for good. I hope she does. She has the biggest audience she's ever had. When she's out of mediocre comments to read, she calls her mom at midnight to troll her. Once in 2012, my butt. She did it 3 weeks ago. Did she? She did reality check? I didn't know that. Tell us more. Do tell, please. Her poor mom didn't want to have a thing to do with the show. Absolutely told the producers, nope. Don't even play my voice. I don't want to have one thing to do with it. So she talks about, where are all her supporters? Her daughter had wanted nothing to do with it. Her mom wanted, like, even her own family wouldn't come support her. So, you don't have a lot of supporters, my friend.
Who do you think is rude, George? Are you talking about TT?
I guess, yeah, she was, I thought she liked you. Did she do something mean to you, George?
She did it one time. She would say, I think he's awesome. He bowls, but I think, like they said, I think she's using that for a prop.
Yeah, of course.
She's very rude, and that's the exact point of the entire reason that she got on the Dr. Phil show in the first place, is because she's a bully. And we don't say that lightly. I mean, she's all about herself, and that's kind of the bottom line.
For sure. And then people in her comment section, like, they'll say things about their own lives. Like, I was depressed for years. I struggle with this. I struggle with that. And she glosses right over them. Like, this is your chance to bond with your audience and really talk about mental health awareness and the suffering that people, go through all the time. And instead, you just gloss right over it and then talk about your own suffering. Like, we've heard about your suffering, babe. We know all about your suffering. Please talk about anybody else's.
Yeah, and I remember when I was a new watcher of hers, I would I wasn't one of the idiots that told her how beautiful she was, but I mean, I definitely was like, hey, keep your chin up, like I understand bipolar, I get it, and she would just completely ignore me. Then she would zone right in on the ugly comments that people were saying, and it was almost like she fed on the negative more than the positive. It was like
she does.
She does.
Yeah.
She does. For her, I mean, because she can't not respond to them. She has to respond to them. Yes, Kimberly, hi, hun. Yeah, she can't ignore the negative comments, and there's so many of them that, there's really no other comments to talk about, I suppose.
There's a 12-step group for that. Are you talking about her or us for not being able to stop talking about her?
I know. Trisha comes with these sayings. The only dark web I know is when Sean turns the Wi-Fi. Yeah, all of her, all of her little chatty Cathy sayings are hilarious.
I know.
She loves a fight and she loves to be right. Well, she can't do either alone. Sorry.
She wanted that ice cream. She wouldn't have threw it.
Right? I really wanted that ice cream. Yeah. Couldn't speak to you before because deleted by TT.
Oh, she's talking to George.
She's talking to George. Oh. I thought Bless was a homeless woman. Yeah.
I smell like pee.
Yes.
Oh,
and other various things.
And the stupid stuff like, oh, you said where you got your pants or your flip flops or whatever, and she's like, no, that came from Walmart. Like, how does this bitch? I mean, she just makes everything up.
She just pulls it out of
I
her
had
ass.
on rainbows that day. If anyone
She just
knows
pulls
what
it out of her
rainbows
ass.
are.
Yeah.
The point is that she just lies. It's like she doesn't even know how.
Yeah.
And for the longest, I felt sorry for her, and that's why I tried. I mean, I was one of the idiots that thought I could help her. I mean,
I know. So did I, babe.
yeah.
So did I.
But see, that is true, Drama Mama. But you know, that is why she does it, because she wants people to watch her. Hello.
Oh, God. And you can do it. John Malama says in the classic, you could be doing anything, but instead you're watching me, and that makes my skin crawl.
Right. You're paying me attention.
We're watching you, honey, because it's not because we like you. It's because we're confused by you, and we're waiting for
we're studying you.
You're exactly. It's not because we think you're great and precious and we want you to keep doing it. It's because we are just gobsmacked by what's happening.
I thought so too, Kimberly.
Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, honey. Girl's Journey, yes, you're right. She thinks when she finds something that is funny, she'll say it over and over and over again. Like if I have to hear about Jackie Chan and Medea one more time, you know, I'm going to come through the screen and rip her head in half. Like I just can't. I just can't with her.
Well, I wanted Woman to come on with us tonight because I'm super interested in like the production of the show and stuff. I'm not
okay.
Maybe I'm the only one, but
no, George, it was not. It was fake.
But we all know that basically the email to the Dr. Phil show was sent by one of us, not one of like literally us, but like one of the community girls, and like within like hours, the Dr. Phil show had contacted TT, and the ball was set into motion. Yeah. And it was only about 4 or 5 days later they were actually taping the episode, y'all.
Yes.
And it wasn't a week later. It was like a week and a few days later the show was on the air. Yeah. This happened.
You know, they bumped something. They had to bump something.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's like, "Oh, well, maybe she did take time off." What do you?
Everyone was thinking it was going to air like in January.
Yeah, February. Yeah, I heard all kinds of
things from like email to like show airing was like less than 2 weeks. So
oh yeah, definitely.
So I'm really interested to see what Woman has to say as far as like, I mean, I want to know like the particulars. Okay. And I really thought it was interesting when you said that they wanted what the show wanted to know from you. Like they wanted to see like photos of your teeth.
Yes, they did. They well, we spent the better part. We kind of found out about this on, I think it was Friday. Friday was when we kind of got the notice that this was going to happen, and he, you know, Keyshawn is the producer, and he went into Trisha's stream and contacted her that way, gave his phone number and everything. So that's when we got the first like hint at that was kind of happening. And then of course the person who contacted the show let all of us know that, hey, the show's written her back and they are considering, you know, they want to know more information because they're considering.
How long was it before the email was sent before they contacted her? Do we know?
Not even like a few days, like not even a long time at all. A few days.
Like the next day. Like I watched all that unfold. Yeah. It's like right there. Yeah.
And then so all day Saturday though, we thought this was fake. We thought everything from, you know, this is a giant setup to, you know, this person is a catfish. We thought all kinds of terrible things. Like we couldn't believe it. And the person in our community that contacted her took a lot of heat from everybody because, you know, why the heck would you do this? You're giving her a platform on national television. What is wrong with you? You know, everybody was upset with her. And so she bailed out. She's like, okay, never mind, then I won't do anything. And then I thought, okay, well then of course it's fake because, you know, that's just too convenient that of course you're backing out and this can't be real and whatever. The end of Saturday night, I was nominated by a group of people to, I don't know, draw the short straw, I guess, and contact the producer and give him my phone number. I was very scared to do it because I still didn't know that this was real. And I thought, here I am giving my phone number to some crazy person and possibly a catfish. And I made up a fake email account and gave him that to talk to me on because I thought I'm not getting hacked by this fool, you know, like, you know, I just didn't know. So then he wanted to she fell down, George. She was faking that whole thing. That was a mess. He wanted to talk to me on Sunday. So by Sunday we still didn't know if this was real. So mind you, we're taping Wednesday. So we're running out of time to get everything. And all day Saturday, I kept saying to people, look, if this is real and we're not doing anything, and you know, meanwhile, she's already been flown out to LA or Hollywood or whatever. And we're sitting around, you know, saying this is fake and not real. We're going to be in trouble. Because, you know, when the show airs, it's going to be the Trisha show and we're not going to have our side represented at all. Thank you, Anna. Yeah. Yes, Booker. That's who it was. Not a call. It was an email. So by Sunday, the producer, I finally get in touch with the producer. They want me to vet him to see if he's real. I figure out that he's certainly more real than I thought he was. And I thought, well, if this is real, we need to do this. So pretty much for 24 hours straight, we were collecting, we were sending the producer's number out to everybody, you know, call this guy, he's real, tell your stories. So everybody that we could think of that needed a story to be told, you know, we sent the number around. People did, you know, people passed it around. Meanwhile, we were collecting video footage. We were getting all the screenshots of stuff that we had. People have been collecting stuff for a year now. Thank you, Drama Llama. Thank you, babe. We've been people have been collecting stuff for a year. So the producers would ask me for something, and then I would send out the message to the few people that I was allowed to talk to. I was not allowed to talk to everybody. I wasn't allowed to be public about it, so I was real quiet on Twitter. Nobody really heard from me. But in private, I was allowed to talk to a few people to get, you know, the videos and things that we needed because they had them and I didn't. And the producers gave me permission to do that. They did have me record a promise, I guess, that I wouldn't discuss it. So they had a recording of me doing that. And then they started the interview process. Thank you, Cash. Then they started the interview process. They asked me everything, childhood stuff. What do I do when I get angry? What do I do when I'm afraid? What's my biggest fear? You know, they asked.
Was that a phone call that this
yes.
all happened on?
Yes. I was on the phone for hours and hours. And again, mind you, still not sure this was real. So here I am telling like deep, dark things about my life. And I still was not 100% sure that these people were real. But I figured I can't not do it. I have to do something because again, we need our side represented and this is the only way to do it. So then they started asking me about my appearance. They wanted me to send pictures. They asked me if I have all my teeth. They wanted me to send a picture of just my teeth. That was awesome. They asked me if I had any missing limbs. Do both of my eyes point forward? Just ridiculous stuff. But I guess for TV, you know, like that has to, I guess they have to think of that, I guess.
I mean, what were they going to do if, like, what if you said no? Like, I have a cross eye or a lazy eye. Like, what would they do?
I don't know what they would have done. I don't know what the answer would have been. Like, okay, never mind, next. You know, I don't know.
See, this is the part that I love to hear. Like, I'm just, like, fascinated by, like, I'm a photographer, so I love to hear about the production aspect of stuff. So, yeah, this is great to me. Go ahead.
Thank you, Creative. You're so sweet, babe. Yeah, they did. And they did. They asked me if I had any like skin anomalies, like do I have any skin tags? You know, all kinds of lavender. They did. And they got so mad at me. They had to do makeup and wardrobe all over again because of that piece of chicken. So Tracy, yes, that was pretty funny. It's my favorite part of the show. So anyway, yeah, so then, you know, they had me come out. They came and got me on Monday. They sent a private car for me to my house to pick me up. And I had my son come take a picture of the license plate and the picture of the guy driving. And I told him, if you do not hear from me in 2 hours, you need to call 911 because I still didn't know. Like, I'm going to go, you know, I could be in this moment. And, you know, so then they brought me to the studio and put me in hair and makeup. And then probably by then is when I realized, okay, this is real. Isn't that funny that it took me that long? I don't know the reason that TDM was not there. I mean, I heard what he said. I think that I guess he's too scary looking or something. My understanding, though, and this is the God's honest truth, my understanding from what the producers told me was that they didn't want her to jump. They didn't want her to bail on this, and they thought that she would. If she knew that, you know, certain people, she named off certain people that she absolutely did not want to see. And if they showed up, she would leave. She would walk off the show. And they really didn't want that to happen. They wanted this show to happen. I thought about that girl's journey. And of course, that was my first people I thought about. And they have the producers told me that they've actually made teeth for people coming on the show. So like if I did have missing teeth, I guess they would have made me fake teeth or something. I don't know. I don't know.
That's amazing.
Isn't that crazy? I know.
I guess
so yeah,
you have a full set of teeth and eyes that point forward.
I do. I know. I'm very fortunate that I'm okay in that way. Yes. I know that they've had people on the show before that are not, that don't haven't they? Has every guest, now I'm trying to think back. Has everybody, always had eyes that point forward and all their teeth?
I guess he has lovely guests. Like,
I guess so.
It is LA after all.
I guess it's Hollywood. I knew one was missing a tooth. No, I have all my teeth. It was pretty funny to take a picture of my teeth and send that in. I'm not going to lie. That was odd. But I thought that was pretty funny. Hold on. Come in. Thank you, darling. You're the best. I appreciate it. Thank you, babe. No, I'm good. Thank you. Love you too. Thank you, Annie. Thank you. You too, baby. That's my son. He's so wonderful. Anyway, I know. So yeah, then they did the show. They had me, they brought me out on Monday. And mind you, we're filming Wednesday. They brought me out on Monday I know, right, Cash? Me too. I'm always going to be checking now. What did they fix on you?
Like the email was sent to even put her up for the consideration on the show on like Friday.
Yeah.
And so
it was insane how fast this went. Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
So when people say like, well, I didn't even get a call till like 2 days before the show. Well, dude, you got a lot more notice than some people.
Yeah.
Because like, honestly, like people, this was a whirlwind. People were working around the clock, absolutely, and literally around the clock to get the stuff that the producers wanted. They filmed me on Monday doing my stuff that you see in the blue shirt, which is like all the stuff that you see like right before I come out, like to introduce me or whatever.
And what is that like? I mean, so like you park? You park is there a parking lot? Like do you park and like walk in?
They brought me
the door. Like
they brought me there in a car. Yeah, they brought me there in a car. Then they walked me into the studio, and they gave me hair and makeup and wardrobe. They dressed me and they put me
You're going way
hair and makeup.
Way too fast. Okay, so they send a car for you, and then somebody like escorts you into the studio.
Yes.
And then they say like, okay, now we're gonna do hair. Now we're gonna do
yes.
So they just kind of like tell you, okay, do they say, hey, how do you wear your hair, or they just fix it however they want?
How they wanted me. They gave me a email that had like instructions for what they wanted. So they wanted me barefaced and clean and dry hair. That's it. So I had to wash my hair and blow dry it, and then and just wash my face, have it be a clean face. And so then when I got there, they did my makeup and then they styled my hair how they wanted it.
Okay. And then what about clothes?
And then they, asked me what my sizes were. Thank you, honestly. They asked me what my sizes were, and I begrudgingly told them, and then they put clothes on me when I got there.
And what if you didn't like it? Like, did you
I got no say in it, because let me tell you, there was on the Wednesday when we actually filmed the show, there was this awesome jacket that they put me in. Where they put me in. And so I took a snapshot of it to send, to my people, like, hey, I'm going on. This is what I'm wearing. And then not 2 seconds later, they came in and said, never mind. The executive producer doesn't want you to wear that. They want you to wear this. And I'm like, no, I love this jacket. Please, please. And nope, they weren't having it. It doesn't matter what I said. So I said, all right.
Okay. I'm curious. What was the jacket that was not permissible on TV?
It wasn't that it wasn't permissible. It's just that they didn't want me to have it on. And then come to find out 2 days before our show aired, there was a show like about a woman who's a hoarder or whatever, and she was wearing a jacket that was very similar to mine. Oh. And so my thinking is that they knew that, and they were like, we can't do that because it's too close to that. That's totally my theory. I have no idea if that's true. They didn't say that. No, I did not get to keep the clothes. I wish. That would have been fun.
Yeah. Well, see, I love it. This is really cool to me.
Yeah. Oh, I love this kind of stuff for sure. No, I didn't show the picture of the jacket to anybody else, just some of my people, just some of my friends. That's it. And I didn't get to wear it anyway. I wish, but I have it. I mean, I could post it. It's a cool little jacket that I love. And then of course, you know, people were so sweet. They kept trying to find the jacket for me because they knew how much I loved it. And you know, people, I know that jacket. I've seen that before, you know, so then began the big hunt to try to find it. And let's see. So
your makeup's done, your clothes are on, and then what?
And then they filmed like what they call the B-roll, which is me walking around outside, looking at bushes, looking off in the directions of things, that me staring at the iPad and glaring at it. Right. Me reading my lines. And when I say my lines, these are my thanks, Angel Eyes. I'm so glad you're here, babe. Maybe you should leave. They had me reading my lines, and so my lines were the things during the phone interviews. Thank you, whoever banned him. See ya, babe. Yeah. My phone interview, during like hours and hours of phone interviews, they took the things that I said. They would ask me a bunch of questions, and they took the things that I said and turned them into lines. And then when I sat down, they read the line to me and I had to repeat it back. And that's where because they asked me what what are 5 words you would use to describe her? And I said, and so I named off like my 5 words. I said, narcissistic, selfish, delusional, attention seeking, bully, right? So they turned that into a sentence and made me say that sentence. And wow. Oh my God, I choked on that sentence like 8 times. I couldn't say it. It was so hard because I thought, this is mean. I'm saying such a mean thing. But, you know, I had to say it because that's, you know, and they're like, well, those are your lines, right? And I'm like, yeah, these are my lines. I mean, that's true. So these are things that you said. And they did let me correct things, like a couple of things. You know, I tweaked a tiny bit because I'm like, well, wait a minute. Let me just make sure that I'm saying this correctly because I don't want to say the wrong thing or, you know, be inaccurate or whatever. So then they filmed all that, and that was Monday. Then they drove me home and then came back for me Tuesday. I put me up in a hotel, had a really cool view of Hollywood sign, and they had me stay in this really beautiful hotel and gave me meal allowance and all the stuff that, you know, all the stuff that they do. And then came for me early in the morning. Yes, Trisha and Sean, yes, they say their lines too. And it's from their phone interviews. It's not like lines that they made up and told us to say. It's from our interviews. If theirs was like mine, it was all from my phone interviews. So, you know, they ask me 100 questions, and then they take my answers, and then they want me to record them, you know, on film, on camera, saying that. Anna, I thought Robin was really stunning that day. I thought she looked really, really beautiful. Yes, she's very thin. I know that. But I thought she looked beautiful. Her hair, just for some reason, she looked really pretty that day.
How tall do you think she is?
She's little. She's little everywhere. Like, she's tiny, tiny, tiny. And I don't think she's very tall. Maybe 5'5". I don't know. I don't think she's that tall. See her standing up.
I looked that up the other night on the computer and I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I didn't see her standing up.
Okay.
So I don't know. She was only sitting down. But she did. I thought she looked really pretty that day. All Trisha said scripted from her phone interview was no. Yeah, right. I know, Juices. Some people do think that, and that's okay. I mean, you know, everyone has things that they say. Sometimes I think she does look like that. I agree with you. But for some reason today, or not today, but that day, I really thought she was exceptionally pretty that day. So then on Wednesday, they came for me early in the morning. Same thing. I had to have clean face and wet, you know, dry, clean hair. They did hair and makeup and wardrobe again. And I had a dressing room. I had a sign outside the door that had my name on it. That was really cool. It was really kind of cool. And then
spending money?
Huh?
They give you spending money, like, so that first day of taping,
yeah.
Like they have dinner and all that
for
stuff.
Food, yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, they take care of you really nicely. It's not for alcohol. You're not allowed to buy alcohol with it, but you can buy your food and everything. And hey, Debbie. Let's see. I know, Tamara. She's very tiny. Yes, I did get to keep the sign. It was awesome. Lavender. No, it said my real name.
One bitch.
I'm one bitch. No, it didn't say that. They were very, they asked, do I have tattoos and all of that? And they said that, their look is conservative. So you have to, you're not showing, that's why she wasn't showing any cleavage. You didn't see her tattoos, and you couldn't see my tattoos either. I told them where all my tattoos were so that they covered them all up. And, because I have a couple. So that was fine. Yeah, I got to keep the sign. That was really fun. I had my own dressing room. That was really cool.
Did they ask you if you wanted any snacks in your dressing room?
Yep, I had snacks in my dressing room. They brought me all the snacks I wanted.
So
they brought me coffee. Yeah, they did everything. Anything I wanted. It was really very nice. I asked for ice because I was nervous and I was starting, sweaty or whatever. Like I was just nervous.
Yeah.
And so I know, Juices, they put a lot of makeup on us. It was funny, too, because when I was sitting up there, of course, I'm right next to Dr. Phil, and I can see all the makeup on his face. And that was really crazy. Lavender, what the hell? Wow, Mom. That's awesome. He's funny.
So what did you think of Dr. Phil's, what was it like to be in his presence? I'm getting ahead of myself, probably.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, I've talked about this a lot already, so people might be bored of it. But it was very cool meeting him. I thought I was going to choke and be very scared. I was hoping I could meet him before the show, but they don't do that. Me walking up there, that's the first time I met him. He stuck his hand out to shake my hand. He said, "I'm Dr. Phil. Hi, Wendy. Thank you for being here." And I said, "Hi, Dr. Phil. Thank you for having me." And Trisha and Sean were looking at me like, who is this? Who is this? They had no idea who I was because they didn't recognize my face at all, which is fine. I don't make content, so I don't expect them to know my face.
Sure.
And so I sat down. I had to climb into that big old chair, which is huge and way off the ground. And my little feet are dangling the whole time because I can't even reach the stupid peg that's down there.
That would be. I'm 5'2". There's no way.
Yeah, that's me too. I'm 5'2" also. But I could see all the makeup on him. It was really crazy. Yeah, he's big. He's big, Tamara. Definitely over 6 feet, I think. I guess I don't know for sure, but he's way bigger than me.
Sean is supposed to be 6'5". Just fun fact.
So yeah, he's a big guy. And
I know way too much about this show, y'all.
No, that's good. I love behind the scenes stuff. I love little fun facts and all that. I think that's awesome. But I did, yeah, I could see all the makeup on him, and I thought, is that what people see when they're looking at me right now? Can they see all this makeup? But on TV,
I love it.
You can't really tell on TV, so I guess they have to do that on purpose, because of all the lighting and the, stuff that's up there. They have to really put the makeup on a certain way, I guess. That's right. Hooray for little people. That's right.
Unite. Hashtag everyone. Shorties
Unite. That's right. That's right.
Okay, so you got your hair and makeup done. They did the whole thing. So you're freaking out. You got your ice and you got your snacks and your coffee.
Yes.
And so they called. So what do? They come and get you. They say, "We're ready for you now."
Yes. Yes.
So they walk you out, and they just you sit on this. Okay, so she's there on the stage already, right?
She's on, because they've already done several sections. Thank you, Carrie. You're so sweet. They've already done several sections and, talked about the pepper allergy and the hood of the car issue.
So by the time you got out there.
So, yeah. So they had talked a ton already by the time I got out. Well, actually, the whole first day, the whole first episode, which we didn't know it was going to be a 2-parter until after the whole thing was over. They told me right away that it was going to be a 2-parter. The producers were jumping up and down. They were beyond excited. They were so happy. We made a good show for them. They were quite happy. And that's right. We're averagely petite. I agree. You're right. So I was in the back behind set, listening on TVs and monitors or whatever, listening to the whole first half of the show. And while the producers were cringing at all the stuff she was saying. And, you know, I was standing there with Keyshawn, and who's the producer that, you know, I had mostly been working with the whole time. And he was saying, you know, because, you know, and then she's up there talking about Rosa Parks and hands up, don't shoot. And he happens to be black. So he's cringing all the way. And, you know, he's like, when you get out there, you need to call her on this. You absolutely need to call. You need to do this. Call her out on Rosa Parks for me. I'm like, I will do that for you. I promise. I got you, man. So,
oh my gosh, tell me more about this. Like, what did he want you to say?
He just wanted me to say that she was full of shit. He's like, you know, call her out on her bullshit, because he's like, you need to call that's what he kept saying. You need to call her out on her bullshit. You need to call her out on this Rosa Parks thing. You need, you know, don't choke. Don't choke up there. You say the things that you need to say, not, and I didn't lie. There was no lies or anything. It was just say the things that you need to say. Don't be afraid to say that she's lying. Because, you know, I was thinking like, I don't want to be disrespectful to the show, but I also want to tell the truth and be able to call her out on her crap. And so that's what they did. You know, they said,
they encouraged you to kind of speak up and interrupt, because I would be concerned about like interrupting Dr. Phil or interrupting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're like, no, just say what you got to say. Right.
Exactly. That's what they said. I said, I don't want to be disrespectful or rude to the show or anything like that. And they're like, no, just do it. Just do it. So, you know, I felt like I had their okay to say things like, you know, that's ridiculous. You're lying. You know, I've seen the truth. You're telling the lie right now. Things like that. You know, I felt like I felt like, you know, even just in the time that I had, I felt like I said everything I possibly could. She did, you know, obviously she filibusts and talks over you so that you can't get a word in edgewise. The problem is that she, you know, she accused me of so much stuff that is not even close to true. That, you know, I've written nasty comments on, you know, Sean's page. And even Sean was like, well, no, not really. She didn't do that. The only thing they can really be mad at me for is the podcast that I did, which was an investigative podcast, and I stand by it. I feel like it was, yes, I did Juice's Joint, and it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. It's so funny. Absolutely laughed out loud.
Oh yeah, that was good. Yeah. Well, okay, so I don't think there is. I mean, wow, the fact that there's any question like you were not the perfect person to go up against her is beyond me. I mean, there's no question. And I said in the previous stream that the best parts about the stream to me were when you shut her down, when she thought she was going to be able to filibuster and do her thing, and you didn't even have to say a lot, but what you chose to say made her look foolish, and that was I mean, it was like this woman who thinks that she is everything.
Yeah.
And it took you so few sentences to make her look like a moron, and it was perfect. It was perfect.
Yeah, thank you. You're so sweet. Donna, we sent the podcast over there, so and they had talked to lots of people that behind the scenes that were not necessarily talked about during the show. I mean, that's all. That's, you know, all I can say. They did talk to all the people. Yeah, that shiny dog was so funny. They did talk. Yeah, it was so funny. I laughed. They did talk to lots and lots of people, and they did hear people's stories, and they picked the ones, I guess, that they wanted to highlight.
They picked the ones that are the most sensationalist stories. I mean,
I'm sure. I mean, it's a TV show. They still have to do a show at the end of the day. So yeah, of course they're going to pick the pepper allergy in the hood of the car. I mean, I would. Those are the two most ridiculous stories out there.
The bloody stream, faking the allergy, jumping on the hood of the car, and the suspected hand in the suicide of someone. I mean, I mean, can y'all? I mean, what else would you guys have picked?
Right.
You know.
Right. I mean, and people have been seriously hurt by her for sure, and they deserve to have their stories told, which is why I kind of wanted to, you know, dedicate my channel to them possibly. But I know that Bless is thinking of doing that as well. So I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I just thought, you know, if the world's going to come for me and look at my channel, I might as well have something on there.
Yeah.
that, I mean, because I have stuff on my channel. It's just my, you know, my family stuff. It's private. It's not anything anybody needs to see. But if I could have stuff on there that were the victim stories, I'd love to do that, because I feel like they deserve to have, everybody deserved to have their stories told. Everybody did like that. And that was my point. I wasn't going there for one or two people. I was going there for an entire community of people, you know, every one of us that has been hurt or disgusted or both by the things that she does, you know?
Yeah. And Froggy her first part, her favorite part was when TT denied throwing herself in the car. And the thing is, guys, a lot of you are new. I don't recognize a lot of you, but once she says something, she will not deviate at all.
Right.
She is married to that story, and she will not deviate from it. And she says that's because it's the truth. No. No. It's because
no.
right. I mean, and nobody believes that. She jumped on the cart because she didn't know that BlessThisMesss was recording. She didn't know, and she was going to she was trying to have BlessThisMesss arrested and get her in trouble.
Yep.
And backfired, and she spun it up in her head. I mean, y'all, wow.
And I really think, well, that's why one of my words was delusional. I really think she wants to believe these things. Like it's true. And even looking at it on a gigantic 70-foot screen in high definition and having Dr. Phil tell you, this is crazy, you jumped on that hood. Even, you know, Sean believes it. Like, you know what I mean? And she still can't give it up. She still won't accept the truth. And that, to me, I feel like she cannot get help, real help, unless she's willing to admit and acknowledge her part in this stuff. And so far, she doesn't.
Well, tell. I know a lot of us have heard it, but a lot of us haven't. You are educated in the field. Is that not correct?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah, I have a master's degree. Yeah, I have a master's degree. I mean, I don't want to give out all of my information, but I do have a master's degree. I have over 25 years experience working in the area of behavior, special ed, all kinds of, you know, I was studying to be a behavior analyst for a while. I've traveled internationally and spoke about behavior and why people do the things that they do. You know, I've done many, many years, like my whole life, I've been dedicated to the study of behavior and been very passionate about behavior and why people do the things that they do. And that's what I do for a living. And, you know, so no, I can't diagnose her with anything. I'm not a doctor. I'm not allowed to diagnose her. That would be unethical, but I absolutely can make a short list pretty quickly about the things that I think, you know, I'd be looking for. And the fact that she won't ever go to therapy is the reason she doesn't have a real diagnosis. And that's what I wanted for her. I really wanted her to get help. Honestly, I wanted her to go to, you know, the PMP center, get a real diagnosis and get on correct medication. And hey, Lindy, shout out to Owen. That's right. It's Owen. Owen's in the house. Get a real diagnosis, get real medication, get real therapy, you know, get help. Yeah. And then have your channel. Like, do it.
Doesn't drink Folgers and will never. Because the best part of waking up is Folgers, coffee.
That stupid K-cup.
More black silk. I mean, how many of us like know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. Sadly, I do.
Why can't you put the Cascade under the sink? Why does it have to sit on the counter? I don't understand. Like these things.
I don't know.
I mean, it's petty, I know. But
yeah, I did not have the same experience that she did getting home. It sounds like her ride home was a lot worse than mine. Right. I had a very nice, beautiful, smooth ride home. I actually slept. I woke up peacefully, and it was great. At my door, it was beautiful. I didn't have any issues at all.
Oh my god!
Sounds like they were not very happy with her. Sent her home on a bus. I don't know. They were not very happy with her.
I mean, it sounded like it took like the better part of 16 hours to get home the next day.
Oh, for goodness sake! And then a 3-hour drive or something after that. Like, oh my god!
It was. Yeah. It was. That's so funny.
Yeah. That's horrible.
Guys, you know, our resident Owen, I mean, Onewen, she's someone who gets it, guys, and she's not some bully. TT is not a victim. She's everything that's happened to her, she's brought it on herself. We've all tried to help.
Thank you, pretty bird.
She shit on us all along the way,
Yeah.
and so here we are.
Very much. Yeah. She didn't. She doesn't want help, and until she decides that her family is worth it, you know, the fact that she's in denial about how sick her family is. Like even today, she called Sean in the middle of her live stream, and he's on the beach trying to fish or whatever. He didn't want to talk to her. He dodged her call the first time. It went to voicemail. She called him right again. He finally answers it. He said 3 words, like literally. She's like, people are going to tell you. People are going to tell on me to you. What are you going to do about that? And he's like, I don't know. What?
Oh, man.
Like he didn't care. And then he hung up on her. You are not willing to care about your family, care about your children. You know, I mean, that's it. Like until you get to a place where those things mean more to you than your own live stream, and this quote unquote fame that you think you have.
Do you think that she is capable? Do you think it's within her repertoire of like?
Yeah.
I mean,
unfortunately, if she's really a sociopath and really a narcissist, there is no cure for that. There's treatment and there's therapy where you can learn social skills and learn how to get along with people in life and understand the expectations, you know, that are there. She has a delusions of grandeur where she thinks she's so big and so important, Rosa Parks, that she really is. And, you know, that she needs therapy. These are therapeutic needs.
See, and that's the thing I don't understand. Like, because part of her, I mean, the delusion of grandeur and things like that. I mean, that could be part of bipolar 1.
Yeah.
You know, and the I mean, I have a very intimate, not firsthand, but my dad was very bipolar 1, rapid cycles. Thought he was God at one point.
Wow.
He thought when he went to the hospital, he thought that O.J. Simpson was one of his nurses, and she was after him, and thought he saw the holes in his hand where he was crucified as Jesus. I mean, Daddy. I mean, he was one of the most amazing, perfect men in the whole wide world, and he was never ugly to anybody.
Yeah,
he was
exactly.
So being
that's
bipolar,
the thing.
Being bipolar does not mean you're an ugly, mean, hateful person. It just means so that was why I took personal issue with her.
And yes, and I think that's important. Like, say that part again. Like, it, you know, just because you have this disability or this diagnosis does not give you liberty to be an ass. No, you don't get to hurt people. You don't get to lie about people and bully them. You know, that's not part of your disability. That's just you being an ass.
Yeah, I mean, my dad was as kooky as they come, and there have been times where I've watched her, and she would frown on the convulsive therapy, the shock therapy.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself that saved my dad's life, and that could have saved her life at one point. I don't know. Who am I?
Yeah.
I just know that, you know, I see a lot of similarities, but also, but this evilness in her comes out, and it's not. I don't know. That's a personality disorder. I mean, and I don't know. I
agree. That certainly would be on my short list for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely, it would be, because I just feel like, but until she is willing to actually get help and get a real, you know, go through all the testing, get a real diagnosis, she's just going to stick with bipolar. And I'm not saying that she's not bipolar, you know, please understand that. I'm not saying she's not. I'm just saying that, you know, I'm a little nervous because I don't feel like that covers everything. You know, there's certainly other things I feel like going on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I mean, is there a way professionally that you could give us your opinion without being unethical, or no?
Not really, because, you know, I haven't done any of the assessments on her, and that's really what you need to do. There's a whole battery of assessments that need to be done by an actual psychologist or a psychiatrist, and I'm not one of those. So it would be really unethical. But, you know, I have a short list of things that I think of, and, you know, certainly personality disorder, narcissistic personality disorder, histrionic personality disorder, like all of those things are all in there for me. and I mean, I don't know all the fancy names of everything, but I just know, you know, the certain things that I think of when I see her. Plus, she's an asshole. So, I mean, sorry, she's a bitch. So, you know, there's that too.
Yeah.
You know, and when you're that too, on top of that, everything else, she blames it all on her disability or a diagnosis, and it's not. And that's not a shame. You know, this isn't to bring shame on anybody that has mental illness in their family. I have mental illness in my family. I've worked all my life with people that have mental illness and have disabilities and, you know, all of these things. And, you know, so there's no shame, you know, in my heart for that. It's just that I feel like she's bringing more shame by being in such denial. Total denial. That means that that's shame. So get off of that. Go get a real diagnosis. Get real medication and get stabilized on your meds. And you know, be proud of that. If you want to talk about not living in secret silence and shame, you know.
Well, I've been watching her for a long time, and I have seen her truly choke up and cry a couple of times. And for me, I know when I truly choke up and cry, it's when I'm being the most real.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like for her, the two times where there was one when she talked about she got really excited to watch Pee-wee's Playhouse one Saturday morning, and
Yes.
and it choked her up because she's talked about how when she was a child that was her happy time. And that was her only happy time, and Pee-wee was her escape, and she choked up then. And I kind of got a little bit of chills just now saying that because it made me really sad, and I cried with her that morning. Because I felt for her for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
And again, I saw her cry when she was, it was pretty recently. She was singing not nursery rhymes. What are they called? The lullabies.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, I don't know which one it was, but it was something about Mama loves you, you know, come let Mama rock you. I don't know, make Mama so happy. I don't know. Anyway, it was about her mom, and she choked up then, and she tried several times, and she couldn't get it out.
Yeah.
So people who think that her mom wasn't really abusive, I kind of disagree. I feel like her mom probably was.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much of that. I'm not giving her an excuse. She is a human being after all. And
right. I you know what? I totally agree with you. There have been times that I really enjoyed her and I've really felt for her as a human being. And I don't like seeing people telling her to kill herself, people being so hateful and mean to her. You know, who can enjoy that? I don't like that. Yes, she has it coming. Sure. Of course. I get that. And she's done worse to everybody else. And so she's getting a small taste of, well, a big taste of her own medicine. So I understand that perspective, but it is a human being after all, like you said, and it's difficult for me to watch her, her being so hurt by people and being so mean to her, people being so mean to her. Again, they're not doing her any favors either.
Well, there's something to be like.
I agree with you, Nancy Ann. I agree with you 100%.
They say that once you're like wherever your abuse starts, like your development is like ceased.
Yeah, it stops.
It stops.
It does.
So,
it does.
I feel like that could be a part of the explanation as to why she's so like immature. It's like she just wasn't able to mature much past whatever age it was that she was so hurt, and so like here we are left with this like adult woman who acts like
was a child.
Yeah. So I mean,
again, if she would go to therapy, she could get that worked out. Exactly. But I don't think she thinks she has an issue. She doesn't trust what everybody else says to her. You know, all the people in her life, supposedly that mean anything to her, have told her, and she still doesn't. She can't believe it. She still thinks that she's right. But yeah,
her coping mechanism all of her life is just to fight back and be mean. I mean, she thought that was the best way to get through. So, you know, there are reasons people behave the way they do. I don't know what it's going to take.
And I'm always fascinated by them. I'm always fascinated by the reasons that people do the things they do.
And I was just talking about that earlier in the last stream. It's like, that's why I don't react bad. I never speak out of anger and hate. Like, because I always try to get into your head and think, what hurt you to make you do this to me? You know?
Absolutely. Me too. Absolutely. Me too. Like, what are you thinking? There's got to be something that you're thinking right now to make you say something mean to me or about me. So what is it? You know, if I can figure out what it is, then maybe I can, you know, answer you better and we can resolve this faster, you know?
And for me, yeah, it doesn't hurt as much.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
You're right.
So
100% you're right. Yeah, she you know, she's in a big denial about everything, you know, even things that happened on the show. She's in denial about, like, she thinks that she intimidated me by jumping at me. Well, if you watch the show, nobody stopped her. She could have got me. You know, Dr. Phil got up, but she was already in my face. So all she had to do was reach a hand out and, you know, pull my hair or smack me or whatever. And she did that twice. And then after the show, caught me in the alley in the back with my back to her. And she could have jumped me from behind if she really wanted to try to fight me.
When that happened,
she was coming up the alley and my back was to her. I turned around and I was like,
was she like all the way across the lot, or
like 20 feet? No, 20 feet. She was coming up fast. She was like 20 feet. And I turned around. I was face to face with Sean. And before I knew it, before I could even recognize that, you know, what the hell's happening, security was around me and they were rushing me side, and then security was with me the whole rest of the time. And she was yelling at the security to get me away from her. So if she was so big and bad and wanted to fight me so badly, why would you tell the producers to get me away from you? Like, now's your perfect opportunity. She doesn't know that I have a lot of behavior training and I can take her from her feet to her ass in 2.2 seconds. I mean, I would have her on the ground so fast. And I'm not saying that to be bragging. I'm saying that because I've been trained to do that. And you don't know that looking at me because I don't look like a person who can do that. But because of the, you know, type of job that I've had before, I had to have a lot of physical training like that, where I know how to defend myself. I know how to restrain somebody safely. I know how to take them to the ground. So, you know, it would not have been good for her if she had come at me, but even so,
it's like she's trying to intimidate. Like, she can't intimidate you because her mind is strong, because she knows what she's saying, because she's confident. So that's the only thing she's got. And even that, I mean, she really didn't.
Even that's not real.
Yeah,
that's a delusion too. Yeah,
well, that's
a delusion too.
Yeah. Hey, y'all, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. Bless, jump in, girl.
Okay. All right.
Bless, why are you being so quiet, girl?
I'm listening and I'm talking in the chat. Look,
yeah, I see you.
I had enough earlier. I'm just chilling now.
Mm-hmm. I'm eating a bite of pizza because I'm hungry.
I asked Mindy a question. George, what did you ask? I didn't see.
Oh,
hey, Nick.
I'm so sorry, George. I didn't see it. Let me scroll up. I'm sorry, bud. You have to say Onewen. Don't say Wendy because it won't highlight my name. And I might not see it.
Thanks, Donna.
Did you get blocked from them? Is that your question to me, hon? Let me see. Ask it again, George, sweetie. I'm so sorry. Ask it again. Hi, Froggy
Booker,
girl.
I think. Oh, I'm sorry. I think at this point in time, he thinks there might be. I mean, he's gonna ride that train if he thinks there's gonna be some money come out of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's gonna let her do her thing.
Oh yeah, he's trying to be so proud of her, but you know what? I don't know how you can be when your family's falling apart. I don't get it. Yes, Lindy, you have a question for Owen? I'll go get him. Hi, Poppy. Night Creative. George wanted to know if they blocked you from Trish. Oh yeah. Oh, the security? Yes. They got in between us and then rushed me inside. And then they stood outside my door the whole rest of the time. And so I would peek out my door and they would jump to their feet. Yes, ma'am. What can we do for you? And I would say, you know, I need to just use the restroom. Okay, hold on. We'll go check it out. They would go check out the restroom, come back and get me, walk me to the restroom, stand outside the whole time when I was in there, and then walk me back to my room, and then go back to their post of watching my door to make sure that she didn't come anywhere near me.
My gracious.
Yeah. I know. They were really concerned that I was going to have a fight, apparently. Yes, I could have, Poppy. I absolutely could have. And I'm not saying that facetiously. That's actually true. But I wouldn't want to do that. If she had put her hands on me, I would have called the police and she would have been in jail for assault. That's how that would have gone. And she probably knew that. So You said you work with disabled people. Yes, I do, George. Yes, I do. For 25 years, I have. Does my pizza have extra pepper? No, it doesn't. I have a terrible allergy.
And why did she all of a sudden come out with now it's got extra pepper on it now?
Because she's a liar.
What?
She's a liar. And she tried to tell Dr. Phil that 2 of her haters conspired. They didn't even know each other. They didn't even know each other until after your stupid incident. So dumb. She's just a liar. And that's the problem. She's just constantly lies. And, you know, I feel bad for people that are trying to invest in her life, like her mods, you know, and that's why I'm dying to talk to Tamara, because I'm just so curious. Like, and and I've talked to other mods before that have been mods and then are not now.
Me and Tamara's been trying to get it together for over a week now.
Well, you know, I can't wait to hear it, because I'm really interested to know, like, what happened and what made you change your mind. And I know that, you know, she said some things about cancer, and that was very difficult for people who, you know, work with patients that have cancer. You know, she's just, sometimes the things that she says are just horrible.
I noticed Miss De La Rue.
She's gone too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'd love to know that story. But, you know, the people that invest in her life, like her moms and stuff, I can't imagine that they can sit there and listen to, I know, George, I'm totally impressed with you. You're amazing.
There was no I hate PT group. That was a lie.
That was a lie. There is no, I've never heard of anyone calling her a beaver. I've never called her a whore in her life. I've never said that ever.
Beaver, my ass, whatever.
No, yeah, there's no I hate Trisha fan club, or I hate Trisha. You know, if there is, sign me up. I mean, you know, no one's invited me. That's fine. Sean's behavior makes no sense because he's codependent and his behavior is crazy like an addict. Yes, I agree with you. I agree. He's very codependent. I think that, you know, and I've said I go back and forth on him, but I feel like he's a very broken man who is doing the best he can to live with a crazy person. To live with someone who has a severe mental disorder and acts like a crazy person. She said she's on Thorazine. No one prescribes Thorazine now. I don't know where she's getting it then.
No, I
Sounds
saw
to me like she picked names she might have been taunted with growing up. Possibly Holly. You know, I have no doubt that she had a horrible upbringing. I have no doubt that she did not have a very happy life. She doesn't have a happy life now. So I imagine that her whole life she's had a difficult time.
Okay, so can we? I have something I want to talk about. So what about Sean? What do you think about Sean? Because I have to be honest, I've always thought that he was someone who, see, I never thought that he was a player. See, I think that in order to win her heart, I think he's codependent as they come, and he has to win her heart all the time. So on the times that we
cut out, in order to win her heart, what?
I think that in order to win her heart, he has to speak her language, if you will.
Yeah.
Part of speaking her language is taking part in the drama on YouTube.
Yeah. So he has to support everything. I mean, and that's his choice. He has to support everything she does and defend her, or he has to live without her.
That's what he.
And those are his options.
Well, he's a grown man. And he chooses
his options.
But I don't think that like this would be his choice. Like, should he remarry one day, which I don't think he will. But I don't think this would be the life he chooses. I just think he's really committed to her for whatever reason. So I just hate to see him get such a bad rap. My heart goes out to the guy. I feel bad for him. And maybe I'm foolish. Yeah. Maybe I'm foolish, but
no, I'm the same way. You know, there are definitely times where, can you guys still hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
There are definitely times where he is complicit in all of this, you know, when he talks about let's keep this going. And, you know, he sat up there with STS and laughed about people with colostomy bags and, you know, cheered her on while she was being ridiculous. And, you know, so there are those days where I'm like, you're just a jerk, just like she is. Like, shame on you both. And then, bye, Poppy. Good night, babe. And then there are other times where I feel like, when I feel like he's just a broken man who doesn't feel like he has any choice if he wants to keep her as a wife. If he wants to keep her in his life, he has to do this. He has to play along, not get in her way, not stop her. And it's unfortunate because I feel like, you know, he's willing to let his family be hurt by her.
Well,
It's not okay.
Can he? I mean, who can afford to have another divorce? I mean,
yeah, and apparently you have to stay separated for a year before you can get a divorce. Like, that's crazy.
And see, I've also heard, like, my sister's a lawyer, and I talked to her about the whole thing, and I think that that given what he's put her through, or I'm sorry, what she's put him through, and everyone else, like, they could expedite the divorce.
Yeah.
Out in South Carolina, you have to be, I've been through 2 of them, and we had to be separated for 1 year, and I had to have a witness on the stand to testify we had been separated for a year.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was married. Look, I used to live in Trish's town. So, I mean, that was the first thing I thought connected to her about it. I used to live in Jacksonville. And I was married to a Marine for a short time. Because he was crazy, and he ended up, like, he broke my collarbone, and
oh my God, wow.
He deployed, and he deployed, and the next day the house was cleared out, and I was back home in Memphis. So I mean, I just didn't play, you know. So but our separation was easy because it was 6 months. He was gone, and then 6 months. You know, whatever.
Yeah, I guess every state is different. Here in California, it's 6 months as well, and there's no like minimum. You have to be separated for X amount of time before you can file. You can file, and 6 months later, it's done.
Right.
Well,
so, I was just saying that because of she's so loco and such a liability that it's, you know, I think that he would have grounds to get that waived.
Yeah, but does she have medical papers proving that?
Proven what? That she's crazy?
Yeah. Or
that's all he would have to do. I mean, he could say that she's a liability. Look what she's done. I mean, and I know all marriages that are ending have the same type of liabilities and things like that. But you know, oh, Cash, you're sweet. It was 12 years ago that happened. So well, I guess it was 10 years ago. But yeah.
Punky, I think you're right. It's just easier. He is in survival mode. I mean, that's totally just my guess. He's in survival mode. It's easier just to, you know, go along to get along and put up with it. Even though, you know, I think he's very unhappy. And
really though, I think, you know what? I don't mean to cut you off. I was thinking about it. My first marriage was about the same time point that they're at. And it's like, that was my breaking point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be interesting in the next.
He seems like he's getting to the end of his rope. He does. Right. Every once in a while, I feel like I see a glimmer there where he's like, I'm out of here. I can't do this anymore.
Well, can you imagine the wrath?
It does not ruin my opinion of anybody in the military. Not at all. I have the utmost respect for our veterans, and I don't think of him as somebody that makes me feel less of them in any way. I feel bad for him. I feel like he is trained for war and not life after. Sorry, Chatty Cathy here. He was trained for war and not life after. And, you know, he could probably use therapy too, I would imagine.
Well, think about all the things she's done.
I think he goes, but she doesn't.
Like, she's talked about his mood. She's talked about his little penis. She talks about Shamar Moore and how she lusts for him. And she said that she was gay, that she didn't want another man ever again. She was not attracted to her husband. She does all these things just to, I mean, run this man into the ground. And these are just the things that we know about. I mean, can you imagine? Like,
and then comes back and says how great he is in bed and that, you know, he's a wild stallion for 3 minutes apparently, and then comes back on live stream and then, you know, three more times that night or whatever.
Oh, did you guys catch that when that STS night when the 2 couples were on live streaming? When somebody in the chat asked, did he really pee on her clothes?
What did they ask?
They asked, remember she accused Sean of pissing all over her clothes.
Yes. Like,
waking up one night in the middle, you know, in some stupor, and he was angry with her, just peed all over clothes. He was like, he said no, there was no peeing on the clothes.
Right.
And she was like, yeah, it did. You know, Sean, you know, and he kind of made this face like, but that was kind of what I felt like. Okay. Can you imagine the wrath if he were to challenge her right now on this?
He's not allowed to. She'll leave him.
Oh my God.
And that's the issue. Like it's emotional extortion. If you don't do this for me, then I'm going to hurt you emotionally. And that's what she does. It's emotional extortion. She needs to learn the word extortion because that's what she's doing.
Yeah, it's
And
sad.
she does the same to her kids.
I hate it. I really do.
It is awful. I hate it too. Isn't it true that Sean's ex-wife won't allow her to see the children? Yeah, I think that is true, that she's not allowed to have any contact with his side of the family. And where's her new family that she bonded with over Hurricane Harvey?
I ain't seen them.
You know, they disappeared really quickly. Does anyone believe he pissed all over her? No, I don't.
No, Sean
I don't.
He said that did not happen.
Yeah, I don't believe he did that. I think
And
that
she
she's a
heard back,
liar.
he was like, "Yes, you remember, you were asleep. You did." And he was like, "No." And then she looked at him, and he just kind of like shook his head, like, "Oh no."
I know, Teresa. I go back and forth on him too. I really do. I struggle with that because he just doesn't have a pair to grow. I think he's just that broken. He does. He has his own issues, and she's so scary. Can you even imagine living with someone like that? A total liar who doesn't care about you, your family,
or have a knife over me or something.
right?
Oh, and y'all remember the morning after when she showed her boobies on MFW's stream?
Mm-hmm.
What she said. Sean comes in and he like didn't know she was streaming or not, so he called out to her. She was in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Oh, there's my big man. He had his. I turned him on so much last night, putting my boobs in his face or whatever she said. When I flashed my whatever." And then she was like, "Didn't I, honey? Didn't I?" And he didn't say a word.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's
let me out of here.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's all a show. It's all a show. And he's just a somebody who, I mean, he could speak up if he. I mean, I couldn't imagine being with a man who didn't speak up to me.
I don't know. I don't know why he doesn't. I don't know what he gets out of this
Tracy.
relationship.
She'll probably poison his dinner if he. Oh my God.
Hi, Tracy. Sorry, I'm chewing in your guys' ear. I hope that wasn't gross. Was that loud?
No, I can't hear at all.
Oh, thank God. Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah,
Been there, done that. He'll hit his bottom before she does. You know, I wish that it didn't have to be like that, where someone has to hit rock bottom before they just change and make their life better. But, you know, maybe that's going to have to be the case here. I thought, you know, losing her daughter and her son, I don't know. I don't want to talk about her kids, but I'm just saying. As for emotionally extorting her mods, I saw that question earlier. I don't know. I've never been her mod. Hey, Audra, I'm glad you're here, honey. I've never been a mod for her. So when Tamara does her little chat with Bless, we can ask that because I'd love to know how that went.
Yes,
I can't imagine.
He does have his own channel.
Yeah, and all his videos, I can't even watch his videos anymore. I just can't. They're just so full of delusion. It's so bad. You know, he'll get on there and say, you know, how great Dr. Phil was, and you know, they're getting, you know, I guess he said that you know, she's getting all these offers, and you know, offers for what? I can't imagine anything good.
I know somebody made a comment the other day saying that Sean, apparently it was in the comments section up under one of his videos, that he said that they pretty much trolled Dr. Phil.
Okay.
That they went on there,
the same show I watched.
basically, you know, for her to get views or whatever, to get her name out there, is basically what he was trying to say.
Okay. Well, you know, that's a shame because she is a meme. She really could have got help. I mean, he has connections, and for her to come back and say that, yes, George, same. I spend time with my kids too. For her to come back and say that she would have had to pay for it and all this stuff is just a lot. It's just not true. He would have absolutely paid for it. He would have totally taken care of everything. He would have started it immediately. All she had to do was unplug for 90 days. That's it. And he would have started it immediately. Bye, this girl's journey. Good night, honey. And it's a shame. She missed out on a huge opportunity to get help. But she'd rather have an opportunity of, you know, 1,000 people hating her. Well, I don't know why, but that's for her. That's better.
That's what I said. If she was smart, you know, everyone loves a happy ending.
Mm-hmm.
She would turn it around.
And then turn her channel you know, into something that she really wants it to be. Not this channel where she's defending herself constantly. You know?
See, I just don't think she knows herself well enough to even know what she wants.
I agree. I agree. She's flailing around every time she gets on there.
Let me say something real quick. Hold on. Hold on. AJ, I want to address you. Randy was not ambushed. Listen, the reason that I didn't boot that other person, because I text Randy and asked her if she wanted me to drop them and if she was uncomfortable. And she told me no. So that is why. I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable or feel like they're being ganged up on. So I just want to let you know that.
Just so you know, I legit thought that was a troll account because she turned down that channel, or she shut down that channel and opened a new one. And she texted me and told me the name of her new channel. And so when that account came in, I'm like, oh my God, that's a troll. Don't put him up there. Don't put him up there. Because I'm thinking they're going to, you know, hijack the stream or something. And it turned out to be her. I look like such an idiot. I'm like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm dumb.
You have to know where to send the link. I mean, had she sent the link to Tracy, it wouldn't have been.
No problem, AJ. I just wanted to get that straight. I'm not that type of person. You're just going to leave somebody up there to be attacked.
No.
I was texting her on my phone during that.
Yeah, that was a little surprising, I must say.
That was tough.
Yeah, I didn't expect that, to be honest.
Yeah. But she says it like it is, man. Or, you know, or how she feels anyway.
Yeah.
Which is funny because when you watch her videos, you know, well, sometimes I guess she does get a little, she talks like that, but it's because she has this, you know, peaceful scenery around her village or wherever she's living, you know, it's all beautiful and calm, and she lets out with boom.
Well, I mean,
people have very strong feelings about, you know, these things big time. So I think anytime you start getting the big personalities together, you're going to have a, you know, sparks are going to fly.
But I just wanted to make sure. I mean, I've seen comments and stuff been sent of that person feeling that way, and I just wanted to let them know it's not like I just threw her up there.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because I think people, because I was texting B too during that time. I was like, you have the link, and I actually sent it to her, but she said that she didn't need it, but that Brandy was fine. So
yeah, and that was another thing. A couple of people asked, you know, why B didn't get the link. She was asked for it. She said that she didn't want it.
Yeah,
and you know, just because y'all might not see me in the chat or I don't say it, you know, I have their numbers. I talk to them outside of YouTube, and that's what it was. I made sure she was okay, and she was good.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
we're not trying to ambush.
That's not their first rodeo. That's not their first rodeo together. They, you know, had words before.
That's another doctor.
So I'm sure they weren't totally surprised as we were, you know, really shocked when she started, you know, when it started kicking off.
Well, for the newbies in the chat, that I don't know who all was here when that
shocking,
happened. But Char and Tracy, the woman that came in kind of going after Randy a little bit, and then Char, they were part of their like original people who Trisha went after. So I mean, this goes really deep, guys, and it's been going on for a long time. There's no I hate Trisha fan club. I mean, Trisha, bless her heart, she just evokes it everywhere she goes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So there might be an PTSD Trisha survivor group.
Therapy group.
Trisha support group. PTSD.
Yeah, support group and stuff.
Yeah, we need that.
I'll sign me up for that. I'll be there.
Right.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, Bless. It sounds like, are you anemic?
What?
Audra, why would you ask me that?
Yeah, Tracy pulls. she does not play. Bless her heart. I love it.
Nope, she doesn't. She doesn't.
Well, does anybody have any questions for One?
Audra just asked me if I was anemic. I'd love to know why she thinks that.
Anybody else? We're waiting to hear from Audra.
I am actually anemic, so I'd love to know why. Oh, I'm eating ice. No, I'm not eating ice, but I'm chewing on pizza crust, and it's super hard because it's thin crust, but yes, I am actually anemic. And I do like eating ice. That's funny. But yeah, I am. I had some blood work tested recently, and they came back anemic. So I thought, oh my God, can you tell? Like, what does it look on my face, or how can you tell? Oh, it freaked me out. Are you guys on this all the time? This is Bless's channel. I pop in every once in a while. Ashley's here a lot.
We usually stream at least 3-4 times a week.
This is my second time to be part of the show, but
oh yeah, I've been here a couple of times. It's mostly Bless's channel, and then whoever's here.
It's mostly, but I think it's all Bless's channel.
My channel is whoever wants on. That's what it is.
Right. And then it's whatever the topic at hand is, it's handled. Like, whoever needs to be here gets on.
Well, that's the best part about this channel, I think, is that she just lets everyone speak their mind, and I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, I think it's great. XSN, yes, that is supposedly a symptom of being anemic. Yes, eating ice.
Really?
Yeah, it is.
Interesting. Yeah. You said pizza, though. I haven't stopped thinking about pizza since you said it.
I know. Sorry, my kid made me a little pizza, and it's freaking 10 o'clock at night. I have no business eating pizza, but I was hungry, so I missed dinner because today's been crazy.
So George, were you blocked, or did you just see the light?
I think he just left.
Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, that's what I'm curious to know. Like, what happened with the people that supported her?
Well, I feel like
that liked her or whatever.
Her own story, but as I understand it, Tamara, she has a soft spot in her heart for cancer patients, and she learned that TT drug cancer patients, and they're very specific, hurtful, awful, terrible, despicable things.
Karma and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's just that kind of thing is just once you've lived with someone who is dying of cancer. I mean, it's just ridiculous to think that that's ever okay to say.
Hey, Crystal.
I agree, 100%. Hey, Crystal, how you doing, babe?
Hey, Crystal.
I agree, 100%.
A lot of times, people are responding to what she's saying. But tonight, we were actually talking about behind the scenes what took place on the show.
That was fun, learning about all that stuff for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Amanda. Yes, it hurts to be talked to that way and then shunned by all of my friends. Holly, what's going on? Did I miss a comment?
Where do you?
Or maybe it was Randy's.
I can't answer where I live, California. Sorry, man.
Holly.
What did Holly say? It hurts to be talked to that way and then shunned by all of my friends who say they love you for months, not hearing from anyone once. Holly, I'm dying to hear your story, babe. You wanted me to. I guess I'm already following you. I don't know who you are or what happened to you. It sounds like obviously something really bad. And you said you wanted to talk to me, so I'm following you already, but I can't DM you. So if you can figure out a way to DM me, you can tell me whatever it is you wanted to tell me. You said you wanted to talk to me. I know that you've had problems with, certain people. Whoops, I clicked on the wrong thing. Sorry, guys. Certain people. It happened months ago. Bless me and my best friend were shunned because Tracy didn't want them to. Yeah, she's had problems with with the.
Oh, okay. Yes. Earlier you said I told you to DM me on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I
oh, Miss De La Rue's here.
Yeah, she is.
Hey,
this channel is open to everyone.
Yeah. How are you, Miss De La Rue, honey?
That's fine, Holly.
Is there anyone? Typically, Laura likes to go to bed around this time, so she hadn't said that. I'm speaking for her. But is there anyone that has any questions?
Hey, Candace. Hey, Jennifer. Where are y'all crawling from?
Tamara, I don't know what that is. What is that, Tamara?
Southern California beach area.
California.
Wendy, type in
Yeah,
the
Southern
chat.
California is nice, isn't it?
Type in the chat, Wendy, so they can find your channel.
All right. I don't make content though, so
Well,
if you
but
sub to me, don't be sad if I don't do anything.
Well, no, but you might make, you know, because we're
Mhm.
hoping to get victim testimonials. I hate to sound dramatic, you know, but I mean, you know, people who have been affected by TT, just so they can share their story. And I think
I
that
talked with Kathy. I've got to help her walk through Hangouts. I've talked
So
with
are you doing it,
Tracy.
Bless, or am I doing it?
Well, I would like to do them and post them up on your channel.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right then.
I mean, we could post them both places. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Well, I mean, you know,
Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer.
I have all the software and stuff to make really cool videos too. I just don't do it. So I mean, I can help with like the production.
Tracy's waiting on a paper, so we're gonna wait till she gets that to do it. I talked with Tamara. Her work schedule's been crazy.
Tamara, my goodness. Gynecology, oncology. Oh my goodness, that sounds like you could have very hard days some days.
Thank you, Anna.
It would, Audra. I agree. It would take up months to round up all of our victims. I agree. It would. Thank you, Amanda, for subbing. Somebody just subbed me named Amanda. I couldn't bear to imagine anybody walking in.
Tell me in the chat, is it Anna or Anna Morris? We're glad you're here,
Anna. I think I say Anna, but I think it's supposed to be Anna.
Well, I think it's Anna, but I mean, who knows?
Girl, people call me Owen, so we can all love each other. It's okay.
A person, one person calls you Owen.
One person calls me Owen. She can't get it. And it's kind of sticking. Several other people are doing it too, but I think they're being funny, which it is funny to me. I think it's cute. I don't have a problem with it.
I think we just kind of went in circles, Candace. But I mean, I don't know.
What did she say?
She just wanted to know how Randy and Shar talk went.
I think they agreed to part ways and never speak of it again.
Yeah.
So we'll see how long that lasts. Hopefully they can. You're right. Not everybody's going to get. I heard the Owen LOL. It's cute. I know. I thought it was cute too. I think it's cute. I just don't want people getting confused. They're thinking Owen's coming and here I show up. That would be confusing for people.
Well, do you want us to call you Wen or Wendy?
I go by anything. Wendy is totally fine. I don't have a problem with that at all. Wen is also fine. I don't care. Or Owen. Apparently, I'm answering.
Well, I guess since you're Wendy on Dr. Phil, we can call you Wendy here.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. But people, I just don't. People might not know who I am. So
she's the notorious, the famous, the spectacular,
the infamous,
the infamous, the
infamous TT taker.
Yeah. Gosh,
Tamara, that is tough, honey. I lost a patient that day. Held her family for an hour. Came into the chat. Said that video and it wrecked me. Yeah.
The one Tamara, she didn't know about Jigger telling B that cancer was her karma.
Yeah.
And she got hit with it that day after she was just went through that.
Right.
Tamara, honey, I'm so sorry. There's just nothing. I like Wendy. You don't hear that name much anymore. Yeah, I definitely was named after Peter Pan and Wendy. My parents named me. Yeah, for real.
How cool.
And did you know, fun fact, that name didn't exist before James Barrie wrote the book? He created that name.
Is that so? How cool.
Yeah. He created the name Wendy.
Well, I was named for Gone with the Wind.
Is there a Wendy in that?
Thank you, Nancy.
Mine is Ashley.
Oh, your name. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, my grandmother would say, "Oh, Ashley, Ashley." Yeah, I know.
What is up with our family?
Old souls, girl.
Old souls. Yep. Yeah. Peter Pan and Wendy. My mom was pregnant, I think, when watching it, the Disney one, and was like, "That would be a cute name." And then, boom, now I'm Wendy.
Yeah, and I always wanted to be Rhett. I was like, I bet make a better Rhett. I think not that I know, right? Cool, but I just think that's a cool name.
That'd be a cool name. Yeah. Yeah, Jennifer, I know. Isn't that cool? That's a cool story. When I was 7, I wanted to change my name to Butterfly. And my mom was totally cool with it. She's like, okay, we should do that. I'm like, okay, thanks, Mom.
Your mom sounds so
cool. Booker, I remember that.
My mom's awesome. My mom's so awesome. She's one of my favorite people in the world.
Good night, XSN.
Good night, XSN. Wendy Owen Onewen. I now know you and think you are sweet. Good job on PJIL. Oh, Phil. Dr. Phil, probably.
Yeah.
Thank you, California. You're a sweetheart. Thank you, babe.
Yeah, and I mean,
I go by everything. I answered everything. It's fine.
Yeah, and you guys be sure if you're interested in this whole thing to sub everyone, because even if we don't make videos now, like it's probable that you'll see stuff popping up, because we're really serious about bringing justice to these, victims. I hate to say.
Monet. I do. I say the word victims. I know I don't mean to sound
like. Let's pick a different word. But
I want to give them credit for the things that they've been through. Some of them have been really victimized. Yeah. Some stories are bigger than others, we know. But some people, I mean, and so, yeah, we could, survivors, maybe. We could say survivors. Because they've survived it, for sure.
They both sound so dramatic, though. I want a word that, I don't know. Where's my thesaurus? Hang on.
What meaning are you trying to convey? Not something not dramatic?
I want a synonym for victim. That's not the word victim. I'm gonna look it up. You guys,
give us a list and we'll vote. Yeah. Say like your top 3, and then we'll vote.
Okay.
Thank you for being there for these women. They have such a hard time. Yeah, God bless you, Tamara. Really, God really bless you, babe. That's gotta be difficult. Lavender is one of the funniest people in the chat. Always cracks me up constantly.
Good night, Nancy.
See these words. This is what. Oh my God, y'all.
Ashley.
Y'all, Patsy. Patsy is a synonym for victim.
Oh no.
Wow.
Veto. We're not using that one.
See, this is why I don't like the word. A sitting duck.
Ooh, pray. Pray. California said to use the word pray. P-R-E-Y, like pray.
How is Patsy a word? A synonym? Oh my God.
Because they're a patsy. They're a putz. They're, I've totally heard that before. That's it. Yeah. They're a patsy.
Oh my God.
That's horrible.
Oh my God. Stooge, sucker, underdog.
I can't call them Trisha's stooges. That's not right.
No, we need to find martyr, sufferer. See, I don't like these words, but
they're hard words.
B-U-T-T. No way.
Butt. Oh. Trisha's butts.
Trisha's butt. The Patsy pushovers.
The Patsy pushovers.
The Patsy pigeons. The Patsy pawns. Patsy pawns. Patsy.
This is a horrible thesaurus that you have. What is this?
I blame Google. Damn it.
Oh, it's Google. You're horrible, Google. Wake up. Stop drinking, Google. Give us some real words.
Moving on.
Oh, we need to find one then. We need to find better words. If you don't like the word victim, why? Because it sounds like they're weak or something, or
well, yeah, look at the synonyms. I mean, sitting duck.
These synonyms are pathetic. These are not good synonyms.
So, chat, what's another word I can look up synonyms for? See, I don't like these. Yeah, because I don't like it because it sounds like because we're not a bunch of putzes. We're not a bunch of patsies over here. We're not.
Right. So we're not.
I mean, injured party is a word, but that's
yes.
Yeah. Let me think. We are. The Patsy putzes cracks me up though, but that's not good.
Isn't that funny? It is. Well, and the thing is, we're not all the Patsy survivors. I was thinking survivors too, but that is kind of dramatic. You're right. The thing is not all of us are actual victims. Like, I'm not a victim. She hasn't done anything to me. I'm just disgusted by some of the things that she has done to others. So I'm in the group somewhere, but I'm not exactly a victim. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a direct.
Okay,
what would be the word?
I just looked up synonyms for Patsy, and one of them is boob.
Nice. We'll be TT's boobs. That's what we'll be. Merch.
Oh my gosh.
Get that on a hoodie. Hurry. Patsy's boobs. TT's boobs. I love it. I love it.
Muck. Doormat. Like, how could you name your child? And I'm sorry to all the Patricias in the world. I really am. But how can you name your child a name Weakling, victim, sucker, stooge, schmuck, scapegoat, sap, pushover, pigeon, gull, goat, fool, dupe, chump, boob, sitting duck, and doormat.
These are awful. I don't want to call us any of those things.
No.
I like One-Win. I like her straightforward intelligence demeanor. Oh, thank you, Rosamia.
Patricia's Patsies. I like that.
I can get a little ghetto when I need to. But, you know, I try to keep it classy when I can. If I can. But I have it in there. It does come out.
Rosamia.
TT booby trap. Oh, I love it, Lavender. TT booby trap. We fell into the TT booby trap.
Let's see. I'm still looking.
What are people looking up? See, poor Candace is all confused. Candace, we're trying to find a different word than victim because we don't like saying that people are well, Ashley is concerned about saying the word victims. Are you a teacher? Yes, I am, AJ. And so how do you guys know this stuff about me? I'm afraid. I'm scared now. I'm anemic just by listening to me. Like a goat, apparently. And then AJ knows I'm a teacher. Yes, I am a teacher, but not a classroom teacher. I'm a different in the classroom anymore. I was for many years, but I'm not now. For victim, I guess. Thank you for being here, babe. Ooh, her trigger. Well, people are sick of that word too, huh? Trolls. We're just calling ourselves trolls and being proud of it.
I cannot believe Patsy is a fucking word for victim. Oh my God.
I know. That's all we can think of now. Patsy's. I think someone said you were in chat. Yes, AJ, I was. I am. I don't teach in the classroom anymore. I did for many years, but I'm now a different kind of teacher. But I guess technically, yes, I still am a teacher. Triggered. Oh my God, no, that's her favorite word. I know. I know, Audrey.
Right,
we'll be the triggered trolls. Trying to catch up on everything. They'll call me TT Nip Slip. They call you that, Tamara? Dear. How do you get out of that? Is Nick still in here or did he leave?
He's in here. He was just commenting.
He was just in here, right?
Yeah, popping in and out.
Yeah. I want my bell jewel if I'm a troll.
I got my Morphe monthly brush thing today. I was gonna do that until all this other mess popped off.
I feel like I've been involved in drama since I got up this morning. No lie. My computer has not been off.
I missed it all.
I did not get to take off my old lady nap. I didn't get to go do that. I'm really sad about that. I missed my nap. Been up online talking to people or listening to streams all day long. I dozed off listening to the stream and had a quick dream that One-Win was an FBI profiler. That's nice. Nice. I hope I was good, Punky. How did she get the name Jigger? I think it comes from the term thingamajigger. I think it's not as racial as it sounds, although some people do take offense to that name. They're saying it's like a Jewish racial slur. I've heard that. But yeah, it came from like thingamajigger, right? And it was like the thing that you say when you don't know what to call it. I have a thingamajigger right here.
Thingamajigger, yeah.
Yeah. And so jigger comes from that, is what I understood.
I don't know. I didn't understand. To me, jigger is a bar measuring tool.
Yeah, there's many other things. A parasite. Yeah, it's bugs or something like it. There's a lot of other things that it is too.
So it's a tool, a parasite, or a thing.
Yeah, or a thing. And I hear that it's also a Jewish slur.
That's so funny.
Definitions of things that a jigger also is, because it's the thing that you call the thing you don't know what to call.
Hi, Liberty.
That works.
Hi, Liberty. How are you, hon?
Bloodsucker. Yes, Teresa.
Sand flea. Yeah, these are not good things. Larva.
Patsy. Patsy means victim, y'all.
It does. You're right. It does.
I can't get over that. Anyway.
Liberty, what's a target, honey? What are you saying is a target?
Hi, sweetie. Where you been?
I heard them. Hi, sweetie. I'm glad you're here, honey. I heard them last Friday saying it was racial. Yeah, some people. Oh, I'm new. Hi, Liberty. I'm glad you're here, honey. Sorry. I didn't understand what she meant by target. No, I know that it's not racial, especially in this case, it's not racial. But I know that there are some people that have said they were concerned because apparently it is racial in some cultures, I guess.
Why, Teresa?
But I know
target. That's true.
I know that's not what anybody means when they say it.
Target. I don't know. My brain's fried at this moment. Pretty bird, I agree. It didn't used to be that way.
Oh, victim equals target. Oh, God, Liberty. That took me a half an hour to understand what you're saying. I'm so sorry. TT's targets. That's good. I'm very sick with bronchitis and asthma. I don't feel too good. Oh, sweetie, I'm sorry, honey.
I hope you get feeling better.
I hope you feel better soon, darling.
Breathing
My brain
treatment.
hurts. Yeah. Bronchitis and asthma. Ugh. Do you have to take an inhaler?
I had asthma, and I'd have to give her that nebulizer when she was smaller.
Yeah.
Well, she hated that thing, and then it jack her up.
Yeah. Yep. I've had to do that too with my kids. And then I actually have an emergency inhaler that I carry with me. Not in storage. I keep it with me just in case I have an asthma attack. Lord, my kid's black and Italian. I'd be the first to think it was racial if it was. Yeah, no, and I think it's Jewish is like it's a Jewish racial slur, I guess, or a Jewish slur, I guess. I don't know. I've just heard that some people had concern about it. I don't know. I'm just saying what I've heard. Yeah, I don't have my inhaler in storage. It's with me all the time. Because I'm tall like the Statue of Liberty. Well, most of us are short in here, Liberty. So I'm glad you're here to balance us out because I'm a shorty. Trisha's targets. I like that. I like targets. Target's not bad.
Ashley, you still here?
I'm thinking, girl. I want the perfect.
She's on a mission over there. She's on a mission.
I am. I don't want to be called a victim. Not that she ever came for me. I mean, she did. I mean, she's kind of went crazy on me a couple times, but like.
What did she do to you, Ashley? I guess I don't know your story, honey.
Well, no, I mean, it's fine, but like, if you ask her, she doesn't even know who I am. That's what she says.
She don't know anybody.
Offensive, this bitch. She wants to drag you and then forgets who you are. That's not nice.
That's what she does.
Tamara, you're right. My bad. Averagely petite. I'm sorry. Forgive me, girl.
Good night, Miss De La Rue.
Good night, Miss De La Rue. I'm glad you came tonight, sweetie. Yeah, asthma freaks me out. It's scary to me too. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Because when you just can't breathe and nothing gets in your lungs, that's a terrifying feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have that, and I also have like that whole, like, I've never been allergic to anything in my life, but like, I mean, well, that's not true. I've had like seasonal allergies and like cat allergies, but like, I mean, like foods. But the last like 3 years or so, I noticed whenever I eat apples, like my throat like swells up and I get an itchy tongue and itchy throat and itchy ears and stuff like that. So like, just knowing that about myself, that I can't eat raw apples, I can't eat raw avocado, I can't. But I mean, I can, but I just get itchy. I get kind of like, there's just no question that that's what's causing me to feel discomfort.
Yeah,
and it could progress into. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. So just that knowledge, like I would never not have the right medicines with me. You know what I mean? It's like, how can you?
Absolutely.
And for
Of
her,
course you
like stuff like she says, "Oh well, how did I get an EpiPen? The doctor gave it to me because any doctor will give you an EpiPen if you say you're allergic to something."
That's right.
It's
All my medical records say that I'm allergic to penicillin. I've never been tested for that. My mom told me I was allergic to penicillin, so that's what I tell my doctor. And guess what? He wrote it down. So it's in my charts. I've never been tested. How do I know if I'm really allergic to that? I have no idea. My mom said I was, so that's what I ran with.
That's right.
46 years later, I'm still saying it.
It's
You know?
a liability not to. You have to. I mean, like, and not to mention, EpiPens, they're safe. It's a safe medication, and the pharmaceutical companies love it because it costs a fortune. And so, yeah, the doctor's going to give it to you. All you have to say is, "I want one." They'll say, "Okay, here." I mean, I'm just so sick of listening to her bogus explanations for things. It's like she thinks we're all morons. It makes me crazy.
Like we're all stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all stupid. Sweetie, honey, I'm praying for you, babe. I hope that you get, better so quickly. That's so scary. The ambulance came for her on Halloween night. Scared and confused. Oh, that's so scary.
I know, California. Like, that's all I should do is I'll just get the extra strength.
Right?
And I'll be good to go.
That doesn't exist. It doesn't. That's not a real thing, but okay.
And they'll get they're across the street, so they'll get there super fast.
Yeah. Okay.
And I won't have to take a ride. They'll just come to the parking lot. They'll give it to me, and then they'll leave.
Candace, I've heard a lot of people do that. People do that. Like, they'll say they're allergic to. She says that she's allergic to morphine because she wants the Dilaudid. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
And people do that, or they'll do the opposite. They'll say, I'm allergic to this because they know that they'll give them the opposite, something equivalent or whatever that maybe works better for them, and they've had experience with that in the past, so they know that it works better. So they'll just say they're allergic to the other thing. Like my friend who hates tomatoes will just say she's allergic to tomatoes so that they don't give it to her on salad or sandwiches, or people just say it. Yeah, they just say they're allergic to it.
I was a server for like 10 years, and I was just about to say that people would say, "Oh, I have this horrible allergy to onions."
Yeah.
You asshole. You just
don't. Stop lying.
Just say it.
What you're saying is you have no faith in me. That's what you're saying. No faith in my ability to write down no onion.
California, you're cracking me up too. I love it. Like this. Wow.
That's funny. I always told people. I bet there are a lot of women who actually really like each other. We do like each other. I think, we get a little riled up every once in a while, but I think we do like each other. Sometimes, we get a little crazy. It's all right. We have seen that a lot. People say they're allergic to Vicodin and Percocet so they can get the stronger stuff. Yeah, well, yep.
Right, Crystal. Mushrooms are another big one. People say, "Oh, I'm allergic to mushrooms," or "I'm allergic to." Yeah.
Bad about her mom's usually felt bad that somebody stuck up for her because she does not do the same for her subscribers. I know. TT's mods, they're a whole other subsection of victim. I think, you know what I mean? Like, they totally fall in the victim category that we're not saying the word victim, but we can't think of anything else yet, so that's what we're saying. Patsy category.
AJ, we pretty much knew that. It's just we didn't have any way to prove it. We were just hoping
Good night, Booker.
Was tell the truth. Good night, Booker.
I talked to BP 4 times before that call. See? Give me a break. You tell me how. Oh.
Well, I
mean, all riled up, AJ.
When you say "I told you so," I mean I've talked to you.
How are they friends with her? How are they fine with that? How?
Who?
Randy and B. How are they okay with Diane? He's having at least
the truth was put out there last night, and if they good with it, that's on them. But I told her, "You shady girl, shady."
Shady, for sure. How though? How are they okay with that?
Mm.
Well, I thought Randy took away all the wrenches in her.
I did see that.
And then she gave, I don't know, a couple people have wrenches still, but I mean, part of me thinks it's super dumb to like that whoever mods for your chat like represents your chat, but I mean, it kind of does, and it sucks. But I mean, they assume those are your closest people. So I don't know.
They got offended. Some of them, you could tell.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I sent the screenshot, AJ.
Well, Teresa, sometimes, especially when they're snitching on us, they're accurate. Sometimes. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they lie. So it's hard to say. Hi, Vixen. How you doing, babe?
You know, she takes no responsibility for the fact that her mods have been trained by her to delete everything that's even halfway off. She's like, oh, no, mods are doing that. Yeah, it's the mods. Like, bitch.
Right.
Please. Please.
She didn't have mods for a long time.
She didn't.
Y'all,
she didn't have mods for a long time.
Good. If I've ever seen a channel that will grow exponentially by not having mods, it's her channel. I mean, because people love to hate watch. She just can't.
Oh yeah. She said today that she has 1,200 people blocked. 1,200. That's a lot.
That's a whole lot.
That's a big peanut gallery. I think we're a gallery now, not just not a peanut gallery. We're big now.
I'll go halfway and say both. To be honest.
Yeah. Well, if she wants to be famous and grow her channel and all that stuff, she's foolish to block these people.
To do it this way, yeah.
I mean,
survivors.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like she's clearly giving ammo all the time.
All three.
So if she wants to keep this crazy drama going that she's got going on, then she needs to allow the hate comments, because that's just going to make it bigger. I mean.
Liberty. I got silenced by TT immediately and don't know why. Babe, none of us know why. It's okay. Welcome to the club, honey.
Yeah.
You can talk here.
I asked her why she blocks everybody and got blocked.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, she blocks you for anything. She'll block you for anything. And people get mad. Like, I'm just so used to it now that it doesn't even faze me. But the newcomers that come in, they're like, why are all her mods blocking? Look at her blocking all these comments. You know, they're upset about it. And I know, Tamara, I've noticed that too. That some of them are more active about blocking than others.
I saw Jewel was in here tonight. When I saw that, I was like, hey, Jewel, welcome. You want a link?
Come on in, girl.
Oh, was she?
I didn't see another comment from her after that. I did. That one caught my eye. I was like, hey,
ran for the hills. Thank you, Liberty. I think we're cool too.
Well, there's something to be said about the fact that, like, all of TT's rejects are welcome with us.
Of course they are. My goodness.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like, okay, we're gonna try to save you from it, but if you do what you gotta do, figure it out for yourself, and then come on home. That's all.
I know. Come on home. We'll get you some tea.
Yeah.
You're welcome here.
We'll rub your back and tell you you're not crazy.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
We'll stroke your hair. You'll be all right.
I try
to take good care of your hair. That dancing video trying to get Sinead. Yeah, I know. So many people have made parody videos of that, and I'm dying laughing at them. They're the funniest things ever.
Mm-hmm. Guys,
so funny.
If you've not seen Laser Beans videos,
I saw it. It's just funny as hell.
So the channel, I'll put him in the chat.
Yeah, do it. Link him. He's so funny.
Thank you.
Stellar's another good one. She's also really funny with her stuff. See, some of these people are so talented. I do not have that kind of talent. So I love
Uber, man.
I get so impressed by it.
Cracks me up.
She's hilarious. Stellar is so funny. And Laserbeans is one of the funniest people ever. And their videos are great. Very, very good.
I think it's a girl. She lives in
Laserbeans? That's a girl?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a guy. Sorry, dude. Sorry, ma'am.
I thought.
I don't know. I mean, with a name like Laserbeans, I mean, it could be anything.
No, it's a girl.
Yeah.
But
well, she's funny.
I'm looking for her channel. She sings. No, I know it's a girl because she sings.
Oh, does she? I didn't. Oh, that's her singing?
Yes.
Shut up. These people are so freaking talented. That's amazing.
Why can't I find anybody's channel anymore? Like, I have so many.
Are you subbed to 1,000 people? I know I am too.
I am.
Scrolling through everybody like, oh my gosh. Audra, I'd love to know more about that. I don't know. Do you talk about that ever? She's an empath. I would love to know what that is and how you knew that you were that. Did someone diagnose you? No, I'm totally making fun of Trisha. Sorry. How did you find that out? Is that something you just always knew, or did someone tell you that? Does it run in your family? How do you? I have questions now, Audra. I have follow-up questions, my friend.
No, that's one of those things you just know.
Is that one of the things that you just kind of know in your life? Like, how do you know that's what it is if you've never heard of that before, though?
Yeah, you just know. Okay, the first link, guys, that's Laserbean's channel. Go check her out and sub. And I'll
Go sub to her. Yeah, please go sub to her. She's wonderful. I know
sub
I was
to
a child.
Simple As. I watched her.
Simple As is good too. Very sweet. Yeah, she's good too.
I've been singing Laserbean's song all day today, though. The one about the Sinead video.
Yes. So good. I didn't know that she sang too. That I was wondering well, I thought it was a guy all this time. So I'm like, how did he get these vocals? Like, how did he do that? She sings too. That's amazing.
Seriously, guys, I'm laughing just thinking about it. The first and second videos on the first link are so funny to me. I can't.
So funny. Yeah, very, very, very funny. I really like that. Audra, I want to talk more with you about that at some point. Maybe not right now, but I would love to know more. I don't know.
I want to click off here and go watch this video so I can laugh.
Put it on share screen. Can you share it and watch it?
I don't know. I don't want to just. Well, I don't think she would strike me, but
no, she'll be so happy that we're sharing her stuff. Are you kidding?
Well, Bless would have to do it. It's not my hangout.
Yeah, I think it's Laser Beans with an N.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can. Well, no, you gotta see the video part because it's linked up with video matched with the song.
So funny.
Yeah, it's good.
How they spit these things out so quickly too is amazing. Like they make it seem so effortless, and I'm sure that so much work goes into it. They're so talented. Audra, sure, just message me on Twitter. Okay, babe. We already follow each other, right, Audra? If you're the Audra that I'm thinking of. You're probably some stranger and I don't even know you. I'm sorry, honey. Here I am asking you about your personal life and business. You're not even the do we already follow each other, Audra?
Is my screen showing?
Nope. I see me. Oh, there's yours. Hold on. Let me get in the Hangout. And there you go. I see your screen now.
All right.
The one with the Bohemian Rhapsody was funny as shit too. I mean, they're all funny. God, they're so funny. I must have watched the Bohemian Rhapsody one 4 times in a row.
So amazing. They're so amazing.
Yeah, actually, on Twitter, she said that Crystal can share her videos, so certainly Bless can.
Well, we'll give all credit where credit is due. Can you turn it up or no?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
You guys started over from the beginning.
Yeah. Dr. Phil is a clown. Oh my God.
Oh,
so funny.
Oh my God, y'all. I'm about to die.
I just ruined my future. I'm going to choke on my food. One-Win. I got to call me out. Woo! Look at me. I got a shout out. One-Win called me out.
I see your screen share, but it's going back and forth on our pictures. You're going to have to lock it on your picture, Bless.
Oh my God. It's
Click
so
your
funny.
picture, Bless. Laura, you gotta click your picture, babe. Okay, Laura, hello. Laura.
Huh? Hold on.
You can't see, girl, or hear.
Y'all can't see or hear?
No.
That thing is busting my eardrums.
No, you gotta.
Oh, really? You have to unplug your headset then or something.
Yeah. Now start it over. Yeah, that's Wendy, Candace.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. I thought I was muted. I'm so sorry. My bad. I'm chewing ice again. I'm anemic.
That's your. Here you go. All right, Laura. We still can't see.
I'm watching it in the Hangout. That's not where everybody else can see it, though.
Well, I'm in the Hangout too, but
you don't see it in the Hangout?
Well, if I click her picture, I do, but okay,
yeah, that's what I did.
Okay, now it's in this chat.
Oh my God, that's so unfortunate right there.
Okay, now we can't hear Laura. Look at that belly, y'all. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Can Laura hear us? Because
yeah, I can hear you.
Unplug it so that we can hear it. Unplug the.
I had it unplugged. Now I just plugged it back in. What about now?
We can't hear it. No, we can't hear the sound.
I heard that just then. It just wasn't loud enough.
All right, hold on. Let me go.
Put your earbud next to your computer then, so we can hear it that way.
It's playing through my earbuds. Let me go to my control room.
I just ruined my future. I can sing it for y'all.
Ashley.
It is so good, y'all. I can't. I'm so excited.
How does the chorus go again? What is it again? How does it? Something about.
I'm messing with you, Shirley.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm messing with you. There it is. There it is.
Hold me by towel.
Never know.
His frown. A message to you, Shirley. A message to you.
This is so awesome. So funny.
Filming all the day long. John is getting real pissy. I don't want to stop streaming. I'll probably wind up in jail.
On YouTube.
I believe I'm Rosa Parks of the internet.
On YouTube. On YouTube.
I believe I'm Rosa Parks of the internet. Because it's an honor to be Rosa Parks.
Oh my gosh, so funny.
Afraid to walk around town.
I was so happy there was another verse too.
I love to laugh at my bullshit. Time for me to bug out. I built downstairs. A message to you, Shirley. A message to you, Shirley. Oh, don't fall for this shit, Shirley. You better run, Shirley. Oh, don't fall for this shit, Shirley. Yeah, you better run, Shirley. Oh, don't fall for this shit, Shirley. Yeah, you better run, Shirley.
Not even.
Oh my gosh.
Is that not the best?
That is so funny.
Now,
God,
why you got
that's
it hooked up? Do the next one, the Bohemian Rhapsody one.
Mm.
Yeah,
How
y'all.
can she not see how ridiculous this is?
She's an active.
Dude, which one, Ashley?
The next video, the on her channel, it's the Bohemian Rhapsody one. There it is. Is she in here?
No, but I hope she watches this. Laser Beans, you are incredible.
My laptop on the bed.
Yes, she did, Dirty.
Yeah, look at the captions. It's hilarious.
My stream has just begun. As you show me to play COD all day. Did you mean to make me cry? Was the last time you asked me how my day went? Very strong, very strong. Once again.
The Rosie Dwarf, y'all.
Too late. My chan is gone. The trolls have ruined me. Embarrassed on national TV.
That's right.
I cry while I'm driving. I feel bad and dread. A danger to myself, humanity.
Oh my God.
I just wanna die, but I'm too narcissistic for hurry.
Oh my gosh, such a great video. Hollywood.
Oh my God. Look at this one.
At least there's cheers.
Someone else gets attention, I'll pretend to cry. Oh, my big baby, I can't help it, I'm crazy. I'm just gonna pout till I get my way. Nobody but me. No one really matters. No one really matters but me.
Mic drop.
Oh, bravo.
No one really matters but me.
Oh, it's so funny. God bless her.
Another talk show.
Find me on another talk show. God, oh my God. Ran her down like a cheat on a gazelle. So funny.
Thanks, Bless. That was fun.
Thank you for doing that. That was hilarious.
Hey, can you throw the link in the chat again? I can't. I don't know why I can't find links tonight. Just to the channel, just to give her props where they're due. Yeah, they're all.
They're
so
funny. So
Oh,
funny.
gosh.
Poor Laura's car. Yes, poor Laura's car. Yeah. When Dr. Phil told him to sit down, that was really funny. Sean, sit down. How many times we wanted to say that?
Oh,
Sean,
you did go get your wife?
I said, go get your wife. And he was just walking around like See, you know, just didn't know what to do, turning around in circles, and finally Dr. Phil goes, Sean, sit down.
Yeah, which Stellar video should we watch, y'all?
God, they're all so funny to me. I think she's so funny.
Oh, she's so funny.
The dancing one.
And I sent it to Wendy.
Can you tweet it?
No, I need to do that. Hey, Victoria. You're in your place. Have you seen that name before?
I'm getting there.
Victoria Cotton. Welcome. I said
Yeah,
first.
welcome, girl.
Teresa.
Hey, girls. Hey.
Amber.
Just pop out. Check.
Punky.
It's amazing.
Marine Mom.
See, now, look. Go on the YouTube side and click under the video at the title and see if you can edit it. Just to see.
All right, go to the YouTube. All I get is add. I can add translation.
Like, to highlight the title, click the letters in the title.
I have to wait till it posts and then I can change it.
Weird. On my computer, I can. Very strange. Very strange.
You're on the YouTube side, like where we're at right now, right? Where the chat is.
Hello.
Yeah, where the chat is. Hey, Onewen.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
I can click in it, but it won't do anything. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
And you hear me? I don't mean like there's like the menu.
Hi, Teresa. I see you, baby.
Yeah, I just clicked the actual title where it's at up underneath the box.
Yeah, click the letters.
Yeah, it's not doing anything.
What you want? We're just hanging.
I can highlight it.
Hi,
but
Carrie.
that's it.
Well, that stinks.
Yeah.
You
want a Mac?
How many of you are from learned about us from the Dr. Phil show? Anybody here?
Hey, Tracy, what you want? Lady, Eris, Judith, the girls' journey. My bad.
Hi, girls' journey. Before this kicks off, when you were awesome on Dr. Phil. Thank you, Teresa. You're so sweet. Hi, XSN.
This girl's journey. Welcome.
Girls' journey. You're.
Well.
Oh, she's so funny.
Yeah, that's hard to do, y'all. She's really.
It is. That's talent right there. Big talent.
You ain't lying. There ain't no way in the world I could do that.
Right? They make it seem so effortless. Good night, George. Have a good night, sweetheart. Thanks for being here.
Good night, George.
Wow.
I picked up the Sinead one. Sinead.
My message for you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that needs to be my ringtone for real.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Thank you
so
so
funny.
much. Hit me right in the giggle dick, like square in the giggle dick.
It's really good. Now, and especially now that I know she sings them herself, that is impressive.
Oh, it's so
That's really
funny.
impressive.
She's such a sweetheart too. Stellar too. They're both. I mean, awesome.
Yeah, I love them both. I do.
Yes,
I do.
Audra, that is.
Oh God.
What did Audra say? I missed it. Hold on.
Is that the guy who bowls from TT's chat?
Oh, yes.
Y'all, I'm really holding back singing these songs to you back. I have my shirt, or my face is in my t-shirt. I'm like, oh my God.
Up your nose? Really, Tamara? My dad used to make me sleep on a bathroom floor with the shower running all night long.
Oh wow.
With Vicks and crap all over me. I was like, ugh. I used to dread it, but he made me do it. Thinking that was going to help in steam all night. She got Vicks packed up her nose. That would hurt.
I can't believe Laura's still awake.
What time is it there? It's 11 here.
It's almost 2 o'clock here.
Girl, that's craziness.
Yeah.
Go to bed
He has
now.
to adult in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to work tomorrow too.
It's 6 o'clock.
Honey, that's not any time at all. That's like 5 minutes from now.
I do this every night.
2 a.m.? That's craziness.
Mm-hmm. If I try to go to bed like earlier, I'll sleep like an hour and a half and then I'm up.
I do that too all the time.
And then I'll sleep an hour and a half and then I'm up.
Yeah, I do that too. I'm up and down all night. I sleep for just a little bit and then I'm back up again. I do that too. I wonder why. Be nice to sleep all night long once in a while.
Thanks, California. Glad you were here. They are funny. Now I'm echoing. What am I doing?
So 5 secrets. Oh, I remember secrets and call it a day. That's awesome. Oh, I totally remember secrets. Ugh, those are awful. Our parents, what were they thinking? My God. That's how I sleep. I'll sleep fast, can't stay asleep. Yeah, I'm the same way, Tamara.
Good night, Radar.
Irish mom said Sinead is a horrible person. Yeah, she knows a lot about her, a lot more than I do anyway. So I don't feel like I could speak on her, but Irish knows a lot about her. So maybe she knows stuff I don't know. I do the Vicks on my nose, feet, chest. I've turned on the shower, boiled a pot of water, been miserable all day. Honey, you need someone to just take a frying pan to your head and let you sleep for a day and a half, and then you'll wake up better. No?
Good night, AJ.
Night, AJ. Don't play any more videos. Tammy, look who just walked in. Tammy, how you doing, girl?
Hey, Tammy.
I know, we're all just chatting up late. I know, it's 11 where I am too, Tamara, but for them, they're on the other side of the world, so it's a lot later for them.
Bless, are you tired, sweetheart? I am. I'm getting ready to get off. I'm going to let Ashley leak in this channel, and then I'm going to go to bed.
Okay. Well, it's fun chatting with you guys tonight.
Parent conferences this evening. Me either. She shot me. I was shocked.
People are upset. Twitter's like, everybody's mad.
I haven't even been on there. What are they mad for?
Well, because people are grouchy. People are grouchy, so people don't like it. It upsets it's like when the parents fight, it upsets the kids. Like, that's totally how it is. So, when people are fighting, it freaks people out. They don't like it. Nobody wants to, hear. As much as they don't want to, of course, there's also secret, weird parts of us that like the drama, but Tamara, you're awesome, honey.
Well,
for what it's worth,
I'll follow the drama, but I don't like being in the drama.
I know. I don't want my name associated with any drama. For what it's worth, going from a complete stranger, I thought you handled yourself with dignity and intelligence on Dr. Phil, and listening to you talk after the show, you're even better. Thank you, Julianne. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate your support. I'm glad you're here, honey. Tammy, why would you be mad? Did someone think you were mad, babe? I didn't think you were mad. Oh, sorry. I just said everybody's mad. Okay. No, all right. You're right. I'm glad you're not mad. Forgot what I said 3 seconds ago. I guess I'm tired too.
We have info overload today.
I think we do. Yeah. Everybody, people fought today. Words were said. Things were exchanged. So people sometimes don't like that.
Well, it's been fun, girls.
Thank you, Audra.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all.
I had fun tonight. Yeah, it was just fun just sitting around chatting about something nice and easy. That's kind of fun. I like that.
It was cool hearing about your experience. I'm glad you came on and shared it with us because
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I've never been to
it. Fun. I like the behind the scenes stuff too. I always loved how, when I go see tapings and stuff, I always pay attention to the behind the scenes stuff more than the actual show because I love it.
Yeah, me too. Well, I've never been to a taping, so that's why it was super cool for me.
Yeah. And like during the commercial breaks, like we said earlier, it would go down for maybe 10 seconds and then go right back up and go right back into filming again. It was never like, you know, I'm thinking like a real commercial break where someone could go to the restroom or, you know, touch up your makeup or get a water. No, nothing like that. You sat right there and it came right back up. So yeah, they film it straight through, which was cool. But anyway.
All right, y'all.
All right. Good night, everybody.
All right. Good night, everybody.
well.
Sweet dreams. And I will talk to y'all sometime tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank y'all for coming on.
Thanks for having me. Bye.
No problem. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody in the chat.